Right?
Make the shit
Navarre's not
crack.
coming, right?
No.
Nah, fuck him and anyone who looks like him.
Damn.
Yeah, him and his cousins.
Yeah, all
Fuck
840
you
of
and
them.
your cousins.
Damn.
All right, guys, it's a new chapter. We're adding 2 new members to the team. Do you accept the responsibilities of being fucktards?
We always have.
I mean, they're related to you,
Dope.
so
Yeah.
Fuck
It's in the
yeah.
DNA.
What did you
It's
expect?
in the
I
DNA.
mean, you had to learn it from somewhere.
If you haven't read the title by now, this is called the Loudmoufs podcast because we're a bunch of fucking loudmouths.
What?
And I know you're probably thinking, the fuck is Israel doing? And that laugh is exactly
His
why.
laugh.
Facts.
He has
Exactly
the laugh
why.
we need.
Oh shit! Let's just get this bitch rolling.
Huge
man.
facts.
Yeah. Woo.
Woo! I can't. My voice can't even go that high.
It's because of those teeth.
It's the new teeth.
Right? Just blame him for everything. Fuck
Yeah,
it.
it's
The
my
new
teeth.
chompers.
You look good with teeth.
You
do.
Thanks, man.
do.
I really appreciate
You're so
that.
pretty now.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Now
He's so pretty.
we don't have to turn away whenever you
pretty.
smile.
Right? You don't have to feel bad about making me laugh.
And witty and gay.
Actually, I would want you to laugh more just to see your teeth.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, show us them teeth.
Them teeth.
It's like, no, never mind.
The awkward smile.
Can you bring back the old teeth? What the fuck is going on here?
The meth teeth.
I think I'm missing, the crackhead teeth.
We like
Yeah.
meth teeth.
Dude, it's funny. I went up to
Black
the
hole
dentist
son.
today to get, I guess like a checkup, whatever. And he said I was healing at like a mutant level speed.
Wow.
Damn.
Like
Yeah.
you're healing
Like,
really fast.
really fast. He was like,
Wow.
"What are you
Damn,
doing?" I was like, "I don't know,
Wolverine.
man. Just taking the fucking antibiotics you gave me and just, cleaning it like every day after every meal." He's like, "Oh." He's like, a lot of people don't do that.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah, apparently they just eat and eat, like, and then they let it
They don't
build up
care.
and
Yeah.
only do it
Oh,
once.
okay.
Every
That's
time
so
after I
bad.
eat, I'm scrubbing the shit. But yeah, let's explain what this fucking podcast is.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
This is not STS 420, motherfucker.
Just
This
from
is
the
Loudmoufs.
makers of STS
From the
420.
STS 420
Ah.
presents. I like your spunk.
I had to plug.
We all have microphones.
Microphone. We have microphone.
Microphone. So yeah, this is just like a spin-off of a very more,
Very more.
Very
yeah, a much more inappropriate version of STS 420. Which, I don't know how we're gonna beat that.
That's a lot of pressure.
Maybe
It's a lot
more
of pressure.
inappropriate.
I
or
guess more perspective. I guess.
maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah, well, probably, yeah.
A lot of
We'll
more
see.
bullshit talking.
Honestly, we don't know the format of this show yet, so just
Right.
roll with this. But obviously, you know my voice. I'm Zeke, aka Big Dick Daddy from Cincinnati.
Yeah.
You got,
AKA
you got my ride or
Princess.
die.
Princess Gay Body.
Gay
Yes.
body.
We
Go
did
with
add
that.
Princess Gay Body.
Okay, yeah. Apparently,
Mr.
we all
Handsome.
have multiple aliases now.
Yes.
Israel, the Quiet Riot.
Yes.
What up?
What?
Jessica, aka Jaja, aka the Wicked Witch from wherever the fuck she's from.
The Wicked Witch from Hell.
and then we have the cute and decent Ashley here, aka Aya.
Oh,
Hey,
I'm
that's not
cute
fair.
and
Cute and
decent.
decent, yeah, she's cute and decent.
I'll take it.
I was listening to it to try to come up with topics for the next
Yeah.
the Sunday show, and I was like, man, we're really fucking retarded.
I know. I was listening
You
to
just
it too.
thought
I was
of that
like,
right now?
Yeah.
Where the hell did we get this
I was
shit
like, man, I
from?
thought we were pretty dumb before, but
But
Jesus.
go, come
When
on,
you
we
add
done-
in
Nah,
us,
son.
you done hit a new level.
For
yeah,
real.
added more
So
stupidity.
yeah, I mean, as far as like this format goes, obviously we don't know what we're gonna do with it, but
Just have fun?
Yeah, it probably just won't be like really long. It's just
Yeah.
more for us to kind of chill, connect more.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it seemed like Israel had a good time with y'all on Sunday's episode. So
We
Oh,
did
yeah.
too. It was
Yeah,
fun.
we did too. It was a blast.
I had a lot of fun.
We
Yes.
did.
I think
It was
iconic.
fucking awesome.
all right, man, but that's all I got. So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
All right, guys, that's
All
it.
right, so we wrap it up.
all
Thank you
5 minutes
guys.
of it.
Y'all are so
You
great.
get an extra
Like that
5
wasn't worth
minutes.
driving over here for.
I just wasted gas. This is horseshit.
I
gonna
just
pay
came
me?
from Houston, so fuck it.
All right, I'm gonna need $60
It just
for
makes-
you bitches.
It's basically for the party that y'all didn't invite him for.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
There, yeah.
There it is.
He's
There it
getting
is.
us back. That's
Yeah, it's
what it is.
payback.
Basically.
Yeah.
Paybacks,
Bitches.
motherfucker, bitch.
Hey.
Well, we're bitches too. It's okay.
It
Yeah.
happens, man.
And
you
we're the
know.
worst kind
We're the
too.
worst kind.
Mixed. No, mixed, yeah. Mixed,
Mixed.
mixed bitches,
Mixed
yeah.
I have mixed feelings about that.
Hold on, here we go.
There you
Oh,
go.
we got it.
All right.
All
okay.
bye.
Start breaking plates.
L'chaim.
God damn.
Mazel tov.
Poor Israel. He gets to see how we all grew up.
He's like, I already don't like
He's
it.
like, I don't know about this, guys.
I I'm already questioning it.
Are we transracial or something? Goddamn.
Transracial, yeah. There you go.
Transracial.
I identify as trans black.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I
transgender.
think so. Transgender too.
Yeah,
Throw that in there.
I'm making
Officer
that's
gay
what,
body.
new teeth
Yeah.
turned into a woman now.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd make the ugliest fucking woman ever. Jesus Christ. I got that big Jew nose.
Hey, you know why it's healing so fast, though, right? It's all the fucking semen in there.
Right. Right. That's
shit
what I'm
heals.
gargling with.
Yeah,
It heals.
heals,
Yes. At
Is
a
that why
crazy
you have such a beautiful
speed.
smile? Bitch, you want to play that game?
I saw that coming.
Actually.
Not gonna lie. Not
I'm pretty
gonna
sure
lie.
it's because of her white man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Israel gets to be more punny
I
now.
know.
You know what he's
Oh.
producing.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Him and his semen.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
blanks.
Goddamn.
Oh, he's not even here to defend himself.
That's cool. He'll listen. And be
He'll
like,
listen,
well,
come back
fuck me,
later.
right?
It's
Yeah.
all right. He's with OJ.
Yeah, exactly. How's he always getting sick?
Oh.
It's because he's never really gotten sick a lot. That's why. He's
So
never
it's
had
now,
sinus.
it's now catching up to him?
Yep, he's never had
Living
sinus
here.
issues.
Damn.
He's never had allergies.
Oh yeah, because you know, like for real, if
And
y'all
he's
ever
30.
if y'all ever go to Washington State, I'm telling you, like your sinuses open up, your ears pop for just from like all.
Yeah.
It's just so fucking clean up there.
Must
It's
be nice.
yeah,
I also told him it comes with age.
yeah,
So-
facts.
He
Yeah,
hits 30 and all
He's
of a sudden,
30.
yeah, he's
That
His
shit-
immune system was like, "Fuck this, we're out."
yeah.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Oh,
We're
you
checking
thought,
now.
you thought, bitch, huh?
He's like,
Not
"Kill
wrong,
switch."
motherfucker.
I was like, you know what, this whole drinking shit. Let me go ahead and put the kibosh
yeah.
on that.
While you're young.
Yeah, before
Yeah.
I wake up and all of a sudden I got no legs or some
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
70 years old and you're still getting drunk, all day, every day.
There are people who actually do that.
No,
shit,
I've
though.
seen it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
why I'm
we've
saying.
seen it.
I have seen it for myself. It's sad.
And then
Yeah.
he
It
has
is
like black
sad.
liver and everything.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
I
But that
give
just
him
means
props.
It just means it needs to be rotated. That's all. Gotta swap it out every now and
Swap
then.
it out.
Do it like with underwear.
Underwear, yeah, turn it inside out. At least,
Backward.
at least for a week. Starchy ass underwear.
Oh, that's nasty.
Crusties.
Every time you take a step, it's like you got a bag of Doritos in your back pocket.
Smells like fucking Velcro. Yeah.
Crunchy. Why you always sound crunchy?
Either you're a fat shit or you need to shave them too, bro. Your shit is rank.
It's ratchet.
All right, so I mean, per usual, I do have a list, but I mean, it's just some just ideas shit that I want to talk about that I don't know.
Things
I
have
guess
been weighing on your mind.
no, just eventually, I kind of want to turn these into some bits
Right.
for like
Ooh.
comedy.
Cool.
But like, I just think it would be fun. Like, okay, I want to start off with fat kids.
Oh,
What
they're
about
always
him?
fun to start off with.
I've been there.
Fat kids. And I'm not talking about like chubby toddlers, because that's adorable.
Yeah.
I'm talking about a 10-year-old pushing 3 bills. Like
Aw.
that shit.
Sad.
Like that. Come on.
Morbidly
I hate
obese.
when I see that.
Morbidly
Came in like a
obese.
wrecking ball.
For real. Dude, I'm just like, I was at Walmart and I saw this kid. Like, I thought he was bringing his mom like the little scooter thing. No, that was for him. I was like, bro,
Oh.
you can drive. Like,
Wow.
Damn, I thought you were gonna say I want to ride that one.
dude, that fucking kid was a monstrosity to mankind.
Oh
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, his parent.
Anytime I see kids like that, I automatically get pissed off at the parents.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I'm like, dude, like,
Automatically.
what is going on in that household?
Yep.
Where like
Right.
they're just like, hey, left a 20 on the table,
Yeah.
order another pizza.
Yeah,
they're
or
not even
like
paying attention.
constantly
Yeah.
making tortillas with all that stuff, and they eat it
Frijoles.
like 3-4 times a
I'm
day.
not gonna lie. I think I
and-
was pretty big when I was a kid.
Were you?
No,
I've seen
no,
not
no,
like
we're
that.
talking about
No, we're talking-
morbidly
like
No,
morbid, like-
where you literally
morbid,
take a
like-
double take and you're like, no, that's
Yeah, I'm
not
talking
right.
like these kids are
I've
like-
seen that where I'm just like, no,
Like
and I'm
dude-
not
Yeah.
judgmental, but
No,
come
no,
on.
I am. This kid was,
Totally.
this kid was pushing like 4 bills easily, though. Like he was
Jesus
like,
Christ.
Sad.
I'm
Yeah.
like, and there's no way he was over 15. Like you could
Yeah.
tell he was just starting to get acne and shit. It was like maybe like 13, 12, 13. I was like,
He weighs more than me.
yeah.
I try to give people the benefit of the doubt. Like, there's health issues that can cause the weight thing. But I mean, when it comes to kids like that, those parents just don't care. They just keep giving it to them, just shut them up,
Right.
make
Or
them
they're
happy.
just not even there, and
Yeah.
they're not even
and
present
because
no, they're not
food,
paying attention.
unfortunately, food takes place of love most time. You know what I mean? Like,
Like,
kids.
Roseanne.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly,
More like
on Roseanne.
emotional dependency.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
It's a coping mechanism.
Yeah, it's a
Yes.
coping mechanism for emotional neglect.
But
as well.
yeah, and the
Yeah.
thing
There you
is
go.
that it's instant gratification. So
Yes.
that's why
Okay.
it's so easy.
I
you
love
know?
watching that show, that My 600
My
Pound
600
Life,
Pound Life,
because it sheds a lot of light.
It freaks me out.
Are you
Is it just
roasting them
me?
the whole time?
I
No,
get
I
freaked
like
out.
it because
That I'm grossed out.
Exactly. Thank
see,
you.
I
get
don't. I
grossed
can sit
out.
there and eat a fucking
Jaja,
pizza while I'm watching
Anytime I would
it.
see y'all watching, I'm like, ooh, ooh,
no,
that's nasty.
they look horrible.
Yeah.
But I like it because it sheds a lot of light on how they got like that,
Yeah.
and all of them,
It's all
every single
emotional.
Yeah,
one
but-
of them.
It's all
It's
emotional.
all the same
But do they
story.
shed the weight?
Some do.
Some do.
Some do.
Some
Oh,
do.
some do. There was
here's
this one chick who was huge, over like 700 pounds. She actually got down to where she was like 120 pounds.
Yeah, but then
So-
her fucking head, she probably looked like a bobblehead or something.
Good.
No, she had to have surgery though.
I would be
Obviously.
It would be
Obviously.
so sad to get to that point and then lose weight because then all the skin, that's what I always think about
Yes.
is all the extra
Yep.
skin.
Ugh.
You can't get rid of that. You know what I mean? Once your skin
Like
stretches
fat
like that.
bastard.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
I
Ooh,
think
that's
Well,
gross.
they have
I
to
think
get
of Click,
surgery.
too.
Yeah, but still, I mean, you'll never look the same.
I
know,
think
you'll
of
never look
Click.
the same.
Well,
I always think of
Oh, when
you
he's
know, when he's
hot.
like messing with his flap.
Exactly. That would suck to be able to like,
His tongue.
wave,
Yeah.
wave your stomach, like
Or
at
your
someone.
arms.
Yeah.
well, I followed this one model who used to be that big,
Yeah.
and he did have like flap skin. But
Yeah.
what they did, he had surgery.
They cut it.
But
yeah.
also he did like tattoos, so you don't
Oh,
see
cover
his
it.
Covers
parts.
it up.
That
Yeah.
makes sense, I guess.
So-
but
But see,
I'd have
that's-
to tat up my whole body.
Yeah,
Oh, that's what he
Shit like
did.
Yeah,
that,
but think
yeah.
about how expensive that is.
Yes.
Just to drop the
Right.
weight, you had to get the surgery, the
Surgery,
lap band, or
yep.
whatever the fuck it
Yeah.
is he got, and
Yeah.
then the surgery for the
skin,
the skin,
and then the tattoos, which is like crazy.
I don't even know.
expensive.
I know
Fuck
the
that.
surgery's got to be minimal.
Can
I mean,
you even
for
come up
honestly,
with that many
minimum 30
tattoos you want to
grand.
put on your body for that and start making
Hey,
up shit like
should-
putting characters, like
he
Disney
should-
characters and shit on
honestly,
there. You know?
He should be lucky that he didn't do the tattoos before he lost the
Oh,
weight.
for real?
Imagine how
Oh my God.
that shit was stretched.
Imagine how it would look after
No.
the surgery.
I saw what was it? It was a long time ago. Whenever I was like a kid, and Eve has that paw print like on
her
her chest,
boobs,
on
yeah.
her like right above, where you
Yeah.
can see her boobs. And then someone had said something like, "Man, when she gets older, if she like if her boobs sag, it looks like that cat just drags his nails down her boob."
Well, like
Damn.
that big guy, like you're talking about, like if they get like 500 and they already had like chest tattoos,
Yeah.
wouldn't it just look like they had like a triple bypass scar?
Yes,
You know what
exactly.
reminds me of fucking That's My Boy when homeboy like shows off his like tattoo from his back.
I
That's my
can't
boy.
remember.
I didn't
Just
see that
I-
one.
Adam
I've seen it, but
That's
it's been
Adam
so
Sandler,
long.
right?
Remember?
Oh,
Because he's all like,
yeah.
yeah, I tattooed my son and all that. And they're like, oh, okay. Turn her out. I want to see it. He's like, no, I don't want to show you. He's like, turn her out. And their heads are like super huge. And everything.
It's like a
Like
tramp
cone
stamp.
Yeah. like their bodies are small and their heads are just like
Oh,
super
that's
What do they
big.
call it? Caricatures or whatever?
Caricature.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a caricature with a big old head and everything.
Yeah, that's
and
how
they
it look.
really accentuate your whatever specific characteristics you have or whatever.
It's like whenever you're on you're editing a photo and you turn up the clarity.
Yes.
You see every detail.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You're just like, ooh.
Scary.
Yeah,
You're like,
ooh.
ooh, I look like that for real. Look at them
Jesus.
pores.
Right?
So no wonder why I only go
Oh,
out
those
at night.
blackheads.
I saw a post the other day. It was like your man's face after using the same towel he dries his ass with. And then there was like a girl. She was like you after using like thousands of dollars worth of like facial products and shit. Zits all over the place.
Yes.
What is
Yeah.
that about women's skin? Like why?
It's the hormones.
Yeah.
We have
Is
way
it?
more
Way
hormones
more.
and the
Yeah, it's
estrogen and
hormones.
stuff like that. And it's just women really just got the short end of the stick in every level possible.
Clearly.
Having the kids and then, having the periods and then having the, all the estrogen and all that stuff. And of
And
course
the
there are
moments.
men, of course there are men who have a lot of estrogen too, just like there are a lot of women who have a lot of testosterone.
Yeah.
And they have a lot of hair. So, I mean, it does go back and forth. But yeah, I feel like women have like so many, there's so many variables when it comes to our skin and stuff like that you're pretty much screwed every
Well,
which
it
way you
is
turn
because
around.
every month that you have a period,
Mhm.
the hormones change.
Change.
And because it changes so much,
Yeah.
it's going to reflect somewhere.
Your body's
Right.
constantly changing
So that's
every
why,
month.
you like start breaking out,
Mhm.
and that's why with all the mood swings and
Mhm.
all that shit, because your body's just fucking going haywire.
So basically,
Don't
we're
know
just
what
trying to
do.
keep up with our bodies.
Yeah, it just
and
doesn't
try
know
and-
what to
and
do.
try and balance it out all the time.
Fuck that.
Yeah,
And
and
like-
then we have to get special face products
Yep.
and stuff like that. I have to use special stuff because I have dry skin.
Yep.
So no oil whatsoever. My face doesn't produce oil. So like I have to use like moisturizer constantly. Otherwise I get dry patches everywhere. And then
Yeah.
Jaja, you have combo skin, so some
Yeah.
oily, some dry, and stuff like that.
Yep.
So we just have to spend a ton of money on
Patchy.
face products and body products and things like that. So
Yeah, and then like me, it sucks. I have fucking PMDD.
yeah.
And the only way that, like, I don't know if y'all know what that is.
No.
Premenstrual dysphoric disorder. It's like PMS. You've heard of PMS?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
everybody
Well, it's like
knows
that,
PMS.
but it's like literally like a disorder, and it's like worse than PMS.
Wow.
So like, you know how monthly women go through the mood swings and
Yeah.
the emotional stuff of being on their period.
How do you?
Right? Exactly. The PMDD. So it's basically 24/7 all month long. You can't
Damn.
escape that.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's bad. Like
The
it's
moods
really
dictate
bad.
everything.
Yep. And like whenever I was first diagnosed with that, I was young. I started going through that whenever I was like 11.
Shit.
But nobody really knew.
Right.
What
And
it
'cause-
was.
when you're
Yeah.
young like that, and if you don't know what's wrong with you, like you just want to fucking kill everyone.
Yeah,
right.
mood
And then if no
swings.
one else had it,
Yes,
Right.
obviously
exactly.
no
and
one
then
can
it looks
relate.
like, what in the
Nobody.
world is going
Right.
on with
Yeah,
you?
like you
Uh,
just don't know what's wrong with you.
There's this chick, I think her name was like Brittany Furlong, Tommy Lee's wife. She was like a viner, famous viner or whatever. But
Tommy Lee, who's Tommy
from
Lee?
Motley Crue.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
his
Oh,
wife.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
She's like this real like tiny cute chick, but she has a disorder, or I don't even know if it's I think it's a condition where she has like I may be describing this wrong, but basically like there's some type of pressure being pushed on like her pelvic floor or something like
yeah.
that, and it's like it those pains, like excruciating pains, like I guess they've compared it to almost like kidney stones and births, but
Oh,
she'll have those for
jeez.
like
Oh, fuck.
15 minimum 15 to like 72 hours,
Yeah.
and then she'll get like a break and she thinks she's okay, and then boom, it comes
And
right
it
back.
hits her again.
Damn.
And it's like that throughout her entire period. So she
that
was like,
is that like what you call it? That one that the one that you thought you have or you think you have the
Endometriosis.
endometriosis.
that might be what that might
Yeah,
be what
because
she's
that sounds like
talking about.
endometriosis because it's
Yeah, I
almost
think- I
like
think I have that.
you feel like you're going through a period like and it just comes randomly and the pain it's just excruciating
Yeah.
pain.
And apparently it's like intensified during
Yes.
the period.
Oh, no,
exactly.
it's
It
way
is.
wo-
It
like-
is.
It's way worse. I mean, because like if I'm actually on my period,
Yeah.
I can't do shit for like the first couple days. I'm just like wanting to pass out everywhere. I just
Damn.
it's
But
horrible.
you know how
and the
Jaja
pain.
just goes and goes and goes. Well, this brings her down.
This is
so
the
that's how you know
only
it's
thing
bad
that
because
can
she's
bring me
always
down.
moving.
Yeah, pneumonia couldn't even bring me down.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
this shit,
Like, ain't
Shout out
nobody
to
hold me
pneumonia.
down.
hell yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, Jaja
You know
just
how
keeps going.
pneumonia said that be a downer? No, it's an upper.
Yeah, but it
It's
sucks.
horrible.
It sucks just being a woman. Even having a regular period like I do,
I
it's just
imagine.
it's
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
painful.
I know Sarah, her shit fucks her up
Yeah.
like
Mm-hmm.
bad, and then she had like a heavy ass flow. Sorry, babe.
Hey, you know what? It's okay to talk about it. I mean,
It's
it's
natural, and
I
it's
think guys do
normal.
need to understand this, especially being with a woman. You
Yep.
really need to understand this, you know, because you never know
That's
like
the only
what
way
the
you're
woman you
really
get with is
gonna-
going to go through.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
the only way to really be sensitive towards is
Yeah.
to try to understand where they're coming from.
Yeah.
Like
And not always, you know, women always feeling ashamed. We can't change what God chose our bodies to do, you know. So we can't change it. So
Yep.
why hide it? You
yep.
know.
That's why I tell the girls when they try to be all silent about it
Mm-hmm.
and quiet. I'm like, no,
Let
this
'em
is
know.
normal.
Yeah.
This is natural.
Natural.
You're not gonna be ashamed of that
No.
for being a girl.
Yeah.
No.
Right.
No,
No,
I'd
you
go
gotta-
throw your pad at someone.
Slap it on the wall.
Fucking throw it at their principal.
My mom.
Dude at the fucking other teachers who they don't care. Just fuck it.
Instead of throwing balled up paper balls, they just whip their pads out.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I've been saving these.
Fucking chop them up and throw them with like fucking their
Little
rubber
pieces.
band. Yeah,
Just
Or no,
Slingshot.
no, take off their bra. Use that as a
yeah,
Yeah.
catapult.
That's like real women. That's using everything you got.
That's feminism to the,
Yes,
to the finest
exactly.
right there.
Fullest right
there it is.
Yeah, free bleeders.
Got to make them bleed.
So you got.
I'm gonna bleed. You're gonna bleed.
So you got a sister. Did you ever go get her pads or anything like that?
I think I did when I was more of this age, like 20
Yeah.
to
Grown.
21. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
That's
when I was
good.
younger, not really, because
parents.
Your mom or somebody?
Yeah, like I didn't really need to, and then most of the time I was in college when she
Yeah.
was over here too. So not really.
No.
Yeah.
I was
That's
just,
understandable.
I was just wondering because I know like whenever Sarah sent me to the store to get pads, she was like, I don't want you to be embarrassed. I was like, I've been doing
Why
this
would
shit since
you-
I was 11.
You grew up with nothing
Why would
but
you be
I mean,
women.
embarrassed?
either way, I don't even get embarrassed. I had
Yeah.
friends who were all like, "Hey, can you give me?" Yeah, sure. I'll just
That's
go over there.
awesome. See,
Yeah.
having
Yeah.
friends, that's
There it
what we
is.
were just talking about the other day. And I was like, that is awesome when a guy friend, would do something like that for a friend that's a
Yes.
girl. Not even his girlfriend, but a friend.
just
Yeah.
a friend.
Or like I read one about this one guy who's like, he keeps his friends like tampons on hand, like in his locker or, pads or whatever for the times that they, run out and they need it. It's an emergency. He keeps stuff like that. I'm like, that's badass.
That guy must have grew up with a lot of sisters.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. That
For
is
real.
sensitive, and
And-
that is what women.
Or he's
And
trying
her.
to play the friendship game.
That's what I was thinking
that's
too.
game, though.
That's
but
game.
Slippery slope.
Yeah, for
That is
real.
game.
But-
that nigga's gonna get laid.
If he, if he
Eventually.
continues to do that, that he will make a great husband, and a
Yes.
great father. You know,
I
that's
mean,
the way I see
it's
it.
it's a good pattern to stay on.
And then also
Yeah.
teaching, if you have sons, teaching them things like that and just being like, this is natural. Don't be freaked out by it, you know?
Well, not only that, but it actually teaches them to respect women
Yeah.
and to actually, you know, I mean, like
Be
it's
sensitive to what
be
we're
sensitive
going
to
through.
what they're going through because
Yeah.
they're setting them up for success. Like
Yeah.
I'd be like, son, do you want to fucking get laid when you get older? Do what I'm telling you.
Thank God she never had any
Do you want to
boys.
go to Pound Town or not?
You want to go to the Bone Zone? Like,
Do you want her to touch your no-nos?
You didn't know no space.
This kid's like 2 years old.
Yeah.
Like, what?
he's like, what's the no-no?
Can barely talk. Nah, you're still half retarded. You don't know
Get
what the
out
hell
of
you're
here.
talking about.
You'll get there eventually.
I was actually impressed with Brian. When he told me
Does he call it his no-no zone?
no, about the period thing. He actually he asked me like a bunch of questions about it because some guys can be really weird about it, and until you start figuring them out, you just don't want to go just throwing pads at them and shit. But like he was asking me questions about it, and he was like, would it be okay if I like ask you stuff from time to time? I'm like, yeah,
We're always
that's
up for educating.
fucking awesome. And then he was researching shit for me. Like I'm like, who the fuck does that?
That's
Yeah.
what he
I
does.
don't even do that.
Yeah, I do the same thing.
I don't even
so
do that.
I do that.
I
If you
don't.
tell me there's some type of condition, I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
I got you. Don't worry. I'll figure this shit
I
out.
thought you were gonna say, "Oh, I got that too."
No. I'll be
Jesus,
like, I got you.
hypochondriac.
I,
Cancer. I got cancer.
I am not a hypochondriac for sure, but I
No.
do. I usually can hit the nail right on the head when it comes to diagnosing things.
Yeah.
Have y'all? I mean, you say you don't do it, but have y'all ever fucking diagnosed yourself with some crazy shit
No.
on WebMD?
No.
You
Oh.
don't go on
You're not supposed to
Well,
do
WebMD.
I know
that.
that now.
Self-diagnosing.
Dude, I used to be like, oh man, like my leg really hurts, and be like, oh, what could this be? It could be like
Cervical
it's
cancer.
Like, no, it'll be some crazy shit like, oh, there's cancer in the knee, or like you have this type of bone condition, and I'm like,
Yep.
oh, I did break it, so maybe that's what.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what's
No.
wrong with it.
Yeah, you have to be careful. It depends on what kind of mind you have. Like if you're one of those just like if someone says something, you're so influential.
Well,
Right.
I wouldn't recommend
But
that.
also
Have a
the
kid.
anxiety shit doesn't
Yes,
help
Oh, that
either,
doesn't
so-
anxiety.
It's-
Yeah.
Have y'all seen the symptoms for the fucking coronavirus?
Yeah, it
No,
looks like
I
the
haven't
flu.
actually-
Yeah.
It is the most vaguest
Yeah,
symptoms.
like,
It's
really vague.
ridiculous. I'm like, you
It
can
Anybody
have
could
that.
have
It
that.
sounds like the
Yeah.
common cold.
Anything.
Yeah.
But like we said on the show before, like
Anybody can
yeah,
get it.
Anybody
there's a
can
have it.
98% chance you've
Yeah.
already had it. Like,
Yeah.
and you survived. Like, yeah, you're gonna feel like shit. That's what the fucking
Flu
feels
does,
like.
yeah.
I don't.
Flu really feels like you're gonna die sometimes.
Yeah.
Like,
I've never had
sometimes-
it.
No,
Oh my god. No.
I've had the flu before, but it's not
but
like
no,
as
the one
bad.
that I had was just so severe. I have a very high threshold for pain, like for real. Like I do, and I just felt like I wanted to die. I was like, just kill me now, please,
I
just
mean,
kill
I
me.
just wanted to lay
It
down
hurt.
on all
No,
day.
it just my
Yeah.
body hurt so bad. Every single part of me hurt. My head was pounding. Like I wanted someone to chop it off. I swear.
Didn't they
It was
describe
so
it
bad.
as like basically just like a common cold on like steroids? Because
Yeah.
there's not really
Yeah.
much they can do for it. They can give you some meds.
Yeah,
for
but
it,
no, it's
like,
just like a viral thing that has to pass. Like antibiotics and shit like that won't do anything. But yeah, like But I know I've had one or two flus where I just wanted to die. I was like, that's it. I give up. It's
I've
gonna
had one
be
or
me.
two flus where I did die.
I need a dirt nap. I'm gonna take a quick dirt nap real quick.
Exactly. I was
one.
like, oh
Just
well.
quick
I'll
one.
be right
I
back.
lived a good
I'll be
life.
back.
I'll be back.
I lived a long life. I was like
Dude.
15 at the time.
You know what I've never talked about on STS 420
What?
is that fucking virus that we got.
What virus?
Dude, this
The
virus
Great
was.
Fall.
Of 2006.
2006.
Yeah.
Whoa.
We
What
had to
happened?
name
We
it.
had to name it.
We
the
had
Great
to
Fall.
name
This
it.
is how
Whoa.
serious it fucking was, dude.
Yes.
So
Who
so
wants
what
to-
happened? Who had
want-
it first? Who got
Okay.
it?
So
Who
we
licked what?
Okay, so
Who licked what?
no, okay, so
He's
I'll
like,
set up
who fucked what?
I'll set up
Who fucked the monkey?
Who ate that bat
He
soup?
said he liked it.
I'll set up the scene for you. So
Oh.
here we are.
Hold on.
I got chills.
Okay, let's start. Let's
Let's
do it.
see if I can find one.
Oh,
I don't have
let's do
shit.
it.
Go ahead.
So
all I hear in
Oh,
my
wait,
head is
wrong one.
so the hotel next to Sefco.
yes.
Okay, that's where it all began. So this was around graduation time of 2006. So that was like May, right?
Yeah,
May 2006. So we're coming up on like 14 years, and we were going to my ex's graduation. It's the only person I've ever been with, same one I've talked about before. He was graduating from high school in Burton, and so we stayed at that hotel. So it was me, Jaja, our birth mother, Zeke, right? You were
No,
with,
no.
No.
we just brought it back. And Jaja's ex as well, plus whichever kids she had
Grace.
at the time.
Just
Was it just Grace? Okay, she was a toddler.
Thank
she was
God.
little.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
and then was that all? And was Nene there? I don't
Well,
remember. No, I think it was just us. Yeah. So anyways,
Yeah.
so we stayed at the hotel for like 2 nights, I think, and then we had to go back to Corpus after that, after everything was over that weekend, and in the in the elevator,
the
there was
elevator.
a guy there, and he was drunk. And he threw up and shat in the elevator at the same time.
what the
Same
fuck?
time.
And he was drunk, so they are just like, okay, like be careful, don't go in the elevator. There's some drunk guy that that did some nasty stuff in there. We're like, okay, whatever. Well, apparently, not only was he drunk, but he also had this terrible virus, and that's why he got so sick.
And it was airborne.
It was airborne.
Oh,
So we were all
shit.
staying in the same hotel. We actually went and did we went to the indoor pool. We were all around that hotel.
Right.
So then, so we head back to Corpus. Like, we stop at Whataburger on the way. We were thinking at first maybe it was food poisoning or whatever. We finally get home to Corpus, which is like 4 hours, and everyone is literally just sick. Everyone is fighting for the bathrooms, throwing up,
Yes.
diarrhea, everything you can think of. Not
Everything.
not one orifice, was unchecked.
It was not one orifice was not in use.
Yes, was not being violated by something. And and so how long did it last? A week?
Yep.
It was a week.
Jesus Christ.
It was a
fuck
week.
that.
And so it was so bad. I had no strength. Like, I was laying on the couch. The only person who didn't get sick was my ex. He did not get sick. I swear.
Yeah.
He was totally fine.
Which was crazy because he had pancreatitis.
He had pancreatitis, but he was fine. So
Yeah.
it was weird. But he was like, he was no help to me. He was fucking useless. But anyways, I couldn't even lift my arm. He's like, what the hell? You're fucking useless. Get out of here. But no, I couldn't even lift my arm to lift up a cup, a mug of anything. I was literally just like sprawled out. Poor Gracie, the baby. She was a baby at the
She was
time.
only, like-
She got sick too?
She got sick
Yes.
too, and she was limp
Damn.
in our arms. Like, she was literally limp. She laid on the floor.
She
a
was, like,
toddler.
just laying on the
Yes.
floor.
Yes.
Just laying there.
Miserable. Zeke
All of us.
Zeke is in a recliner chair, and he stayed in that recliner chair for
Wait, how the fuck did he get sick?
They brought
we
it
brought
back.
it back, and
Yeah, they
and,
brought it
and
back.
so and it just hit him, and of course he hardly ate, and he was like, he's always been bones, and so
He's always been bulimic.
yeah, and so he was so sick, but it stuck with him for a long time.
Dude,
Actually,
like it fucked me up. Like, to this day, my stomach is still fucked up from that.
yeah.
For real?
I, could,
Yes.
I was feeling sick. I couldn't throw up, and I couldn't shit. Anytime I would eat anything, I would want to throw up, and then like whenever I did shit, it was obviously not a pretty sight.
Right.
But like even to this day, like when I do get sick, my stomach is always the first thing that starts cramping up and acting up because of that.
Yeah.
But like
Yep.
it
It's-
really fucked me up for
It
a
stuck
month
with
straight.
Yeah, months. Like, I
Jesus
remember the
Christ.
It
following
was
year we
horrible.
were talking about him being sick, and we were talking to Gigi about it, and I was like, he has not been the same since that freaking virus hit us. Like, it just, and he slept in that recliner. He said that was the only place where he got any type of rest
was
or anything
not-
like that.
This was not some normal virus. That's for damn
No,
sure. Like
no.
all of us,
I think it
were
was some type of exotic.
checked. All of us were checked out. Like me, my ex, all three of us. Grace just slept like
Right.
For days.
For days.
Yeah, for days.
Jesus
And
Christ.
if we did get, I remember me and Aya, we wanted, like, cause
We were so
after, we were
thirsty.
so thirsty,
Yeah.
but we couldn't keep anything down. Cause
Yeah.
as soon as we would drink something, it would come right back up.
Yeah.
Me and her like debating. I remember we finally like made it to like the kitchen and we are like, oh, that apple juice looks so good.
It
And
was
so
cold.
we just
We
chugged,
chugged
it
it.
and just went and threw
And
it
went and threw
right
everything
up.
But we finally were able to get up out of the bed and the couch and stuff like that.
Well,
literally.
remember I had to go to the hospital because we had to
Yes.
nominate someone to go to the hospital so we could, because how Mexicans do it.
Yeah.
Not everyone's going to go to the hospital and get medicine.
Yeah.
You got to get one.
One person.
Right.
We got to nominate one
Sure.
person.
Get a prescription.
You get the prescription and then they share.
Yeah.
There it is.
But we had to share with
for nausea
our
and stuff
mom.
like that. Yeah.
Because all
We
of
were
them
in separate households too.
Separate
Penegrin,
households.
right?
Yeah, it was
Yes.
Finnegan. We were in
Finnegan,
separate
yeah.
households, and
Damn.
our mom had gotten it and also passed it to her husband, our stepdad.
Dude,
It was bad.
I remember when Troy got
Bad.
it. That's their
Yes.
stepdad.
Yeah.
So whenever I was kind of starting to feel a little bit better, see, Troy got it last. He got it
Yep, he
super
got
late.
hit last.
Yeah.
He got hit like a month after everyone was good. Like he had been feeling a little queasy, but he was good.
He's a big guy.
He pulled up to the shop we were working at, gets out of his truck, and he goes, "Ugh," like threw it for like 3 minutes straight,
Oh,
nonstop.
shit.
Went to the bathroom, shit, threw up. And he was like, "I'm going home." He's like, "I don't know what the fuck hit me." And then sure enough, their birth mom, Leela, was like, "Oh no, he's got that shit." So she just kept like basically having to force feed him Finnegan, so he would stop throwing up. But then he came back to work like a week later and was like, "I couldn't eat." He was a big guy. He's like,
a
what is he
big,
like,
tough
6'1",
guy.
6'2"?
Yeah, he's like 6'1",
6'1", something like that.
Yeah, really strong guy.
And he was like, he looked like me. Like, he lost so much weight, he couldn't eat anything.
It brought down the
Holy
toughest of
fuck.
the tough. I'm telling you.
And that's why we had to name it.
Yeah.
Because like respect.
Yeah, like, we were like, you brought down a whole freaking
Respect,
family.
homie.
Yeah,
That
and
fucking virus was the worst.
I swear, if you had walked in there, you would have been like, "Oh fuck this, I'm out." Like everyone looked like we were dead. Like it was a crime scene with no blood.
Dang.
Like we
Yeah.
were
So
just
wait,
laid out.
What'd y'all do the day after y'all were like, oh, I think we're
Ate.
good?
We ate.
We ate
yeah,
and drank.
But the thing is, it slowly happened. Like, so one of us would start feeling better, and then the next one, and the next one. We didn't all get good at the same
Yeah.
time, you know.
Yeah.
But
No.
yeah, so once we were good, what did we ate? We probably ate Whataburger.
Yeah,
Even though we got
remember,
sick.
remember we talked about, we're like, oh, when we
What are we
get
gonna
better,
eat?
we're
Yeah.
gonna go eat this and we're gonna eat that.
Yeah, because I'm Corpus
Damn.
Whataburger. Come on, you know they
Well,
were
yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah,
That's the main.
I'm sorry, but the little fat girls in us, they were
Yes.
screaming.
And
like
I weighed
they
like
wanted,
90 pounds back
They
then.
wanted
so,
food.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yes.
I just know. I remember it was the saddest shit I ever seen.
It was.
Seeing
Grace,
on
a
the
baby,
floor.
a little
Yeah.
I
toddler.
actually,
Oh, man.
I cried.
I even lost 15 pounds that week.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yep, I did. I got down to 130, and yeah, I was like 145 before.
I don't think I had
It was
any weight
bad.
to lose around that time.
No,
but
you couldn't
but I
afford to
couldn't
lose
afford to
any.
lose it. I was skin and bones literally.
Yeah.
So yeah, but it was. Oh, do y'all remember whenever we couldn't even get up to change out the DVD
Oh
that
my
we rented?
gosh.
So what was
Yeah.
it? Flight Plan.
Flight plan.
Yeah.
Flight Plan.
I'll never
so
forget
I
that.
still can't watch that movie
Nope.
because the music for the what do you call it? The menu, the
Yeah.
intro. It played for like 2 days straight. I'm not joking.
No,
2
seriously.
days straight. We could not get up.
We were all just
Oh,
laying
shit.
there,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
we could not,
We couldn't.
get up to turn it off, so
turn
we
it
just
off.
kept hearing
It just kept hearing
Right.
over and over and over again.
Oh,
and
that
Holy
shit
so-
gave me
fuck.
PTSD.
Yes, and so I said we never actually watched that movie.
No, we didn't.
and we can't watch it still. I
Nah,
still have
you-
not seen it.
You know what really gave me fucking PTSD
What?
was whenever what was it, Hurricane Ike? Whenever we were shacked up at your little
Oh,
little
yeah.
townhouse.
Yeah.
So it was like 13 of us in a little townhome.
Yeah,
like a
seriously.
2-bedroom townhome. It was like fucking wetbacks in the living room, like in the living room, dog. It was fun, but it was like, when are we going home? Because like,
I need to get out of here.
because I didn't do anything to Corpus, so I was like, why the fuck?
Exactly.
Why are we still here? I remember like
got
their
stuck in
stepdad
our
was like,
house.
hey man, like y'all can come home. Like there's nothing wrong with the house. Like I'm here now. He was going to work and shit.
Yeah.
And we were like,
All paranoid.
yeah, we're like, what the fuck, man? Like, can we just leave? The shit that gave me PTSD is that they rented 2 fucking movies, and they only one of them stayed in the DVD player for how long were we there for? Like 2 weeks.
God.
I don't
2
know.
weeks?
Was I there?
Yeah, you were
Yeah.
there.
It was there.
I
We were
might
there,
have blocked it out.
we were there for
You were
like
probably upstairs
Was
most
it
of the time.
which movie was it?
So,
Diary of a Mad Black
Diary of a
Woman.
Mad Black Woman
Yeah.
and fucking Beauty Shop.
Oh, Beauty
my God.
Shop. I
Dude.
still
Still
love
forgetting
that
about the
movie.
Notebook.
Beauty shop. Beauty shop. Which one's that one?
The one with the Queen Latifah.
Queen Latifah.
Oh,
Yeah, I
Oh,
love
okay.
Beauty
Lucia
Shop.
The
Silverstone.
barbershop.
Yeah, yeah.
That's one of my favorites.
I
Not
love
gonna
Spinoff.
lie.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the barbershop spinoff. But the reason I couldn't it was because me and Jesse,
The
her
song?
ex, dude, the fucking outro, living my life like it's golden, living my life like it's golden.
But the sad
golden,
thing is that it sounds like it's on repeat. It's not. That's actually how the song sounds.
it's like that for like 5 minutes.
Yes.
And then whenever it gets back to the menu, living my life like it's golden. I'm like, oh, you gotta be
and
fucking
and
kidding
I
me.
remember him. I do remember that now that you said that. It just hit me, and I was like, oh my god, because I remember I was laying down or something like that. I was tired, and he's like, someone fucking turn that off, and I was like, what? I tuned it out.
You gotta live your life like it's golden.
I
man.
know they're trying to make it get it through.
Dude,
to you.
it was making me live my life like wood. I hated that shit. I just remember I was like, someone turn this fucking movie off. And I hear her mom, their birth mom upstairs, language. I was like, fuck that, turn this shit off. This is bullshit.
Language. Fuck you.
Fuck you and your language.
Bitch.
Yeah, that. Oh my gosh, yeah, those times were something else, man. We've had some crazy. ass
Every time
times.
he hears that
For
song, now
real.
he's like, starts getting a twitch.
He's like,
Just a little hand twitches.
seizure.
Fucking blood pressure shoots up. Run that fucking movie.
Honestly, I've never heard that song outside of that movie.
Me
So
neither.
you know,
No, I actually did one time.
Really?
I can't remember where me and Sarah were. We were basically like they were playing like one of those. It was at maybe it might have been like Sephora or Mac. And you know how they play? They had those little fucking gay ass little playlists. that they play like, oh, this is the chill, relax shit. And that song came on. I looked at Sarah, my eyes got real big. Because I told her the story, and she goes,
Yeah.
"You want to leave?" I was like, "Yes, get the fuck out of here right now, like,
Oh,
please."
shit got serious.
He's all like, "Oh no, the War of 1812."
The war of
You
1812.
gotta go. He's about to curl up in the fetal position.
You're right.
Oh my god, that's
He's like, "Not again, not again, not again."
Have you noticed that most of the times that we've had is like ends in PTSD?
yeah, we're like, oh my god, no bad memories, but
Like-
yet we're like, that was fun.
Like, oh man, great times. Come to find out, therapist was like, "You need real big help."
Like, there's something seriously wrong with you.
There's just all like, "Fuck."
Honestly, I think a therapist would be like, "Why do you keep associating yourself with these people?
Right.
We're giving you
Something bad always
PTSD."
happens. Yeah, something always. Yeah. Oh well.
Therapist is
Leave
all
our
like, "Man,
names
these guys
out,
sound
alright?
badass."
No, they're like, "Oh, I heard your last episode. And you're right. Some people do need change. And that's all of you.
All of y'all
You all
need help. Why do you think you seek each other out?
Jesus Christ.
That's insane.
I want to learn
We're
some.
fucktards.
I want to learn something about Israel's childhood.
Yeah.
Like what?
I don't know, man.
Everything.
Yeah,
Like,
Did you have
Start from the beginning.
yeah. You're on the spot.
Leave out nothing.
because on STS 420, I don't know shit about any of these guys.
It's like we're all just
that's
best friends,
fucked up.
but we know nothing.
Yeah,
What do
that's
you
the
mean?
crazy thing about friends.
They don't require that.
I mean, I know a little bit. I mean, I know enough to know that I like them as.
They don't
like,
even
people.
require for you to know their birthday.
But I mean, like you know, a Navarre more than anybody. Or
Yeah.
and
I know Brian.
Easy.
I know Brian more than Navarre, but yeah, I spent.
Which is hard to believe because that nigga don't talk. So
Well,
well
From the
because
stories I've heard from not Brian,
Well,
from Navarre, I'm just like, what happened?
yeah, because Brian used to be off the fucking chain.
For real. That's what I'm fucking saying. When I heard these stories, I was like, wait, that ain't Brian. He's like, yeah, that's Brian. I was like, no.
I wish I was there when Brian like fractured his arm. That shit was so fucking funny.
I wish I was there too.
Me too. Bruh.
I could have laughed at that.
I would have
shit.
given him some painkillers and be
I
like,
would
my
be
guy.
like, go do it again.
do it again. See if
Fucking-
you learn.
We're all long.
Just be like, fuck it.
so we're all longboarding down. Like it's like a you've been there, right?
Where?
The 6
Oh, the garage?
Yeah, the 6-story garage. And Brian gets down to the end, and you got two choices: go left, which is a really wide turn, or right, which is kind of narrow for like cars, like it's made for cars. And he couldn't make up his mind, so he was just like, "Fuck it, I'll fall."
Sounds good.
And he eats shit, and he fucks up his board, and then like. He said he heard a pop. We didn't hear it because we were like, "Oh!" I think we were all laughing at him. Like, "You fucking idiot! Do you not know how to ride that thing? Like, maybe don't come down 6 stories fast as fuck, and then last minute be like, what do I do?"
Oh, I did not think this through.
Your ass should have had a
boo-boo,
plan from the
what do I
beginning.
do? Hey, boo-boo.
Hey, boo-boo.
I'm sorry. I just thought about whenever we were at the 2-story house and we decided to take a big cardboard and
down the stairs?
because we had these stairs that were steep as shit,
Dude,
and they were
narrow.
carpet, but they were narrow and the carpet was slick as well. So, like
Yeah.
I don't know why, so you could literally slip if you weren't careful. So we were like, hey, let's put a board on it and shoot down because why
Hell
not?
yeah.
And we were fucking already almost like grown,
Yeah.
so it's not like we were kids. But the thing is that the stairs face the front doorway.
Yeah.
So we opened the door and I told Zeke, you're going down first. So he gets on this dude weighs like 10 pounds. He gets down and he catches air, man. He shoots straight out the fucking doorway. I'm sitting there laughing my ass off. We're like, let's do it again.
Jesus.
Dude, there was not a single person who did not eat shit on those stairs.
It's true.
And mind you, we had babies running around.
Yes,
Oh,
toddlers
shit.
and shit.
So
yeah.
me and our other sister Courtney, we were at the computer. She was showing me some video, and we just hear this boom, 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 boom,
Yeah.
boom, and we look at each other and we go, "Oop." And then who walks around the corner? Their little sister Alicia.
Yeah.
She looks like she wants to cry, but since nobody's acknowledging it, she doesn't cry. But then she gets to the room, she goes, "Ow."
No, and that was like the first time. The second time, Leisha decided to put on Mom's sandals, like they were sandals.
the big
Do you
ones?
remember?
Yeah, yeah.
And then and Leisha just brought this up the last time we saw her too, like just like a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
She's like, "Do you remember that time where I put on Mom's sandals and then I fell down the stairs?" I was like, "Yeah, I remember." But the funny part was is that she slipped all the way down. She was fine, no broken neck or anything, obviously. But then of course we hear our mom in her ghetto ass accent talking about, "You can't wear Mama's shoes." And we just died. And oh my god, Alicia even laughed about it.
We
She still
actually
remembers
still
it.
say
We
that.
So wait.
still say that.
How many sisters do y'all have?
So it's very confusing, but I'll tell you. So, so
Yeah,
there's
hold on. And for the listeners
yes,
who don't know,
who don't know.
Aya is Ashley.
Yes.
Once again.
Yes.
Jaja is Jessica.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Just whenever, like at least for this episode,
Right.
try to call each other by your names. Just,
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I know that sucks.
I'm gonna
but
come in and be like, Aya here.
you know what I mean? Just like call
Oh, yeah.
her Jessica. You call her.
Yeah.
Ashley.
Okay,
Just so the
Jessica,
listeners can
Aya.
kind of get a
Just
grasp
remember
on who y'all
Jay,
are.
Jessica, Jaja, and then Aya starts with an A. Okay.
Yeah,
So
for
anyway,
shit.
for the
yes,
fun
I'm
part.
just saying.
Don't know the alphabet.
Because it's easy. Even our own cousins don't even know our nicknames by now.
That's true.
But anyways, so there's three of us, and when he talks about Nini, that's Courtney. So Nini, Courtney, that don't. It's our little sister Alicia who came up with these names. Anyways,
one who ate shit
so,
on the
yeah.
stage.
So the four of us, it's me, Aya, Jaja, Jessica, Courtney, Nini, and Zeke. We grew up together, literally as siblings.
Right.
Technically, biologically, he's our cousin, but not really. So anyways, we grew up together, and the three of us girls have the same dad and same mom. And then our mom went on to remarry Troy, our stepdad, which he's been in our lives for like 20-something years now. And they had Alicia together. So she's our little sister. She's our half-sister.
But we don't
And then,
consider her that.
but we don't consider her that. We forget. And then Troy also had a daughter whenever he got married to our mom, and her name is Amber. And so she's technically our stepsister. So there's
call
five of
her
us.
Bambi.
Amber is Bambi. So there's 5 girls all together, and then we have Zeke. So he's one of the sisters.
Makes total
that.
sense.
Yes, but the thing is that we literally we've always been inseparable. So
Right.
when we moved to Corpus from over here, Zeke and I shared a room. We were practically like twins, Siamese twins, I would say, because he most of the time wouldn't leave me alone.
Really?
Yeah, and so that's kind of how it works. So yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah. So Zeke technically has different parents, but we consider his mom our aunt, our mother.
Yeah.
So Zeke, the times that you were here with your mom or whoever you were here,
Mm-hmm.
do you feel better when you're with siblings or your siblings, or do you feel better being by yourself?
Both.
Mm-hmm.
Both.
Yeah, I can do this, but then whenever I leave, I'm gonna go decompress. Like,
We all do
Oh
that.
yeah, no, we all do
We're
that.
all introverts.
Yeah, it's not that I don't like being around people or them, especially them and y'all. Obviously,
Right.
I do it once a week, but it's even after that. That's why my anxiety is always so high, because it's like I want to do it, but like mentally, my body's like, "Hey, you should not do this. You should just chill." And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Fuck that! I still want to
Yeah.
chill with my boys." So that's whenever I'm done on that drive,
Right.
the whole time I'm like
Decompressing.
decompressing.
Exactly.
Just
Yeah.
like
We all do that.
that's why Sarah's like,
Right.
"Why do you make that long ass drive?" I'm like, "That drive for me is necessary."
That's
Right.
that's the way that we are too, especially when it comes to driving. I don't know what it is with us in driving, but like I relax if I get to drive at night, especially. I'm a night
Yeah.
person.
Me
So
too. There's no
nighttime,
traffic,
yes,
like-
nighttime makes me happy if I'm driving and
You
I have my
speed up,
music
run
on.
over somebody.
Oh, yeah, I can
Yeah.
drive.
Yes, exactly.
Run
Run
over
over some
somebody.
random people who
Fuck
aren't wearing
yeah.
bright colors.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Run
and,
over a few kids.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
We're
Fun.
good.
100 points.
we see. Yeah, we do that too.
The
But-
smaller they are, the more points you get.
Yes.
You ain't lying.
Yeah. So yeah, we are all like that, but we get that from our parents literally, because our dad, he's literally the epitome of an introvert. No
Yeah.
joke. Like he keeps
Yeah.
to himself. Everybody even comments on it in our family. Never see your dad. I'm like, what do you expect?
We don't even
know
see
what?
our dad. We live with
We
them.
live with them.
You know who's actually more talkative than him?
Who?
Brian.
Yeah.
Oh, no
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
No, Joe.
Our dad is very
What?
quiet.
Like
That's
if
crazy.
I went up to him and was like, "Hey, Uncle Jesse, here's $10 million," he'd be like,
He'd be like,
obviously,
"Good for
obviously,
you."
obviously, there'd be a little bit of shock there, but even
Yeah.
like a month later, he'd be like, "Hey, Meskin, what's up?"
Yeah.
The only time me and him, and I love him to death. He's like, I consider him my dad.
Mm-hmm.
okay.
So the only time him and I really converse is over football.
Yeah.
Really?
He
Yeah,
loves sports.
that's
He
it.
loves
Oh no! But if
sports.
you get him drunk,
Oh.
he will
Oh,
talk
he
your
will
ear
talk.
off.
Oh, yeah.
He'll talk and talk
And
and
he's
talk.
hilarious
Oh, he
when
is.
he's drunk.
got the best
I
personality.
love
ever.
drunk dad. Like,
Yeah.
I want to get drunk with him.
What's funny is, when we were like have to talk to him about something and we'd be like, "Hey, you think he's been drinking?" Like, "Oh, I hope so, man. That'd be awesome."
Wasn't he the dude who had some like problems with drinking too?
No,
Or
no, that was my
Okay.
cousin. That was my cousin Shorty.
Oh my bad.
Yeah.
Shall we?
Sorry. Shorty.
R.I.P. Shorty.
Oh, yeah, but also, Gigi's like that. We call her mother, of course, Zeke's mom. She's also introverted as well. So, she likes to decompress and keep
But
her time.
she's the exact opposite of my Uncle Jesse. Like she's like us. Like we can.
But
we
she's
like
way more
talking to
talkative
people.
Right.
for sure.
She's
yeah.
crazy and out there.
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
You
You
know,
know.
how
She don't
she's
shut. She
crazy.
don't shut the hell up.
Crazy.
Yeah.
But she does like her quiet time, and so
For sure.
we have to get time with all of our siblings and with Gigi and with Dad. But then we each kind of go out to our own corners and chill.
And that's
you
why
know?
it's hard, even like, especially whenever it's like me, Aya, Zeke, and Nene, when we all four
The
get
four of us,
together.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, like we literally need a vacation.
Yeah.
Just after that, because
Yeah.
it's so much adrenaline, so much excitement,
Yeah.
and we're all just
It's like a party.
Yeah, it's
just
like a
the four of
party with
us.
just the four of us.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
But then
We laugh
afterwards,
so much.
we crash.
Right.
Like,
Yeah,
and
we
we
laugh.
have to. We need
Just
to.
go
Yeah.
somewhere else
Yes.
to decompress. No, I
Have
get
We
it.
do. We joke and we laugh so much. Even Gigi says every time we're all together, she's like, my stomach is hurting. My face is hurting from laughing so hard. Literally, that's how it gets.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
we all have headaches. Our stomachs are hurting and we just laugh
Oh,
so
yeah.
much. It's insane. Nobody
So-
else can really keep up.
So I got a question. So when y'all go to the store or just anywhere,
Oh
Yeah.
Lord.
do y'all
Oh,
do y'all
Lord.
feel better going with someone that y'all are familiar with, or do y'all just prefer going by yourselves?
Again,
Either
again,
way.
either or. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
for
mean-
me, it's both. Like, there are some times where I'm just like, nah, I'll just go by myself. I'm
Yeah.
cool. And then other times I'm just like, Jaji, you want to go to the store?
Yeah.
She's like, yeah. And it
Well-
can be just down the road and
Right.
we make it fun.
Yeah,
So
'cause
it doesn't matter.
obviously, I mean, it's more fun,
Yeah.
like if we go together.
Mhm.
But I mean, because even, I mean, they know us at Dollar General.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The managers, they all, if they see us
Mhm.
together, they say all they hear is just us laughing,
Laughing.
everywhere.
We're the
and no matter
giggling
we're the
sisters,
they call us
yeah.
what do
Or
they call us?
yeah, giggling sisters, laughing sisters, whatever.
Yeah,
And they're like,
sisters.
where's your
Gigglers.
other half? If they see us like separate, they're like, where's
Yes.
your other half?
Yeah, like
Where's your
Yeah.
twin?
yeah,
Yeah.
like, but that's how we're known. It
Yeah.
just doesn't matter where we go.
But
We
I
just
will-
always have a good time.
I
but-
will say this: there are some places I do prefer to go alone though.
Yeah, it just
Really?
depends.
Yeah.
Like where?
Like if I'm going
like the
to like
gynecologist.
Yes. Yes,
when
I agree with that.
when I go see Dr. Patel, you know,
Damn.
good old OBGYN.
Well, last time me and Jaja went to the OBGYN together, I went with her.
Well, that's fun. No, I don't know, just places like Best Buy, like where I can just kind of like look at shit and be like, oh, that's cool.
fine.
Because he doesn't want one of us tailing behind him talking about, oh, look
Honestly,
at this.
I
This is
think
fun.
it wouldn't be smart to go to Best Buy alone anymore. Not since that one
Oh, yeah,
Chicago Bears chick is
Yeah,
loose.
yeah.
What the fuck? What
fucking
happened?
people
That
up.
lady who fucked that
Remember?
dude up.
How do you
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
oh, yeah.
Did I
The
miss
bitch who
this?
was built like a linebacker. Dog.
I missed it. What
Yeah,
was it?
I think.
send it
Damn,
to
what
our group?
episode was that? That was the
We
first
talked
episode
about
of
it
the year,
whenever
right?
I was on it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
okay,
first
I
one.
missed
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
I
Yeah,
missed
very
that.
good. How you getting?
How do you get?
Yeah, this dude was trying to walk out with like I don't know what the fuck. It was like a PlayStation or something. Like
It was
'cause-
TV.
Yeah, TV. So
Yeah.
it was some type of electronic, but he tried to walk out with it, and instead of being like, "Hey, stop," she was like, "Nope," and she tackled his ass.
It was her last day too,
Yeah,
so
it was,
she
it
didn't
was
give
her
a
last.
fuck.
No, it was her last week, is what
I
it was.
Oh,
love
last
it.
week.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love it.
So
That's
she didn't give a
hilarious.
fuck.
Yeah, and then,
That's
and then,
my type of bitch right
and then she
there.
went on
Hell
Twitter
yeah.
and she was like, "Hey, I was quitting anyway. I wanted to see what it was like to light up a customer."
Oh my god! Oh, I think I did like see something about that. I didn't get to read it, but I think I saw something about that on YouTube.
Yeah, them
You know, I
bitches-
ask these questions because I feel like I'm very codependent.
really.
Yeah,
Really?
Like
'Cause,
you need
like-
to be with somebody.
yeah.
Yeah.
I feel more comfortable and more at ease with I'm with somebody
I feel
Right.
you.
than
Yeah.
going by myself. Like
I-
I can go by myself, no
Yeah.
worries. But I just feel like I'm just more of like get in, get out.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, you have to understand too that that's actually just natural human behavior.
Yeah.
Right.
We were
Yeah.
actually meant to be with other people. Like
Mhm.
people who think that they don't need anybody, they're just fooling themselves because
Right.
Yeah.
actually people need other people.
Mhm.
That's just natural human instinct
Mhm.
is to want
To want a companion.
to want right,
Right.
to have the companionship with somebody.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean that's natural. So I mean the fact that you can actually if you can go places by yourself, I don't think that you're actually codependent. It's when you can't.
Yeah.
Mm,
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Because we
yeah.
know people
right.
who cannot. They refuse to go places by themselves.
It used to be me for real.
Yeah,
No,
sure, he was
seriously.
like that.
Yeah.
Seriously, he's come a long way.
I was with him all the time, anytime we went anywhere.
Yeah,
and
like-
he wouldn't talk to people
I wouldn't
at all.
talk at
No.
all.
So I used to have to order for
Damn.
him.
Yep.
I used to have to do everything. If he knew that me and Gigi would want to take me and him out. So if he knew like, oh, like you're going to the mall or you're going to go out to eat, he'd say nope, and he'd stay home. He'd miss out on everything, and I would just go with her, and she'd have to bring food back for him.
Yeah.
But
so yeah,
to to follow up on what you're talking about, like I guess not really codependency, but like I feel more confident when I have somebody with me. as
Not
well.
me.
There you go. Me
not
too.
me. I'm actually. I feel,
No, I just
feel pretty
not.
good.
It's not even the confidence. It's more like I just feel like I can be more social.
Right.
Because like I'm comfortable around. Like if me and Israel go somewhere,
Yeah.
we're gonna be cracking jokes, and if someone comes
Yeah.
up on us, I'm already like warmed up, I guess, to be in the in
able
a
to
talking mood.
Socialize.
Yeah.
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 I get it.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that makes
Yeah.
Yeah, because
total
if I
sense.
walk in and someone just tries to start a cold conversation with me, I'm
Mhm.
like, it's almost like Like
Yeah.
I'm running and just hit a brick wall. Like,
Right.
oh, fuck, where do I go from here? Because I suck at small talk.
I guess it's just because we're so used to talking to anybody. So I'll turn around in line and just start talking to somebody, like,
Yeah.
or they'll start talking to me. So I guess it really doesn't matter to me either way. I have fun with or without. It just depends, you know.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter to
I
me.
mean, I could pick up the conversation, but once it drops off,
You're like,
yeah,
ooh, turn around.
that's it. That's it.
But driving a conversation is very fucking hard.
Yeah,
That's why.
Especially if it's someone like Brian who just short sentence everything.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, how's it going? Good.
That's why, yeah, you have to ask open-ended questions.
You-
You can't
yes,
ask
you
things that are
can't-
just like yes or no.
The-
You know?
right.
I will say is, I mean, at least I can speak for myself. I don't know about y'all, or well, mainly Navarre and Brian and Israel, but like, I feel like I'm a better conversationalist now. Sorry, my S's are still fucked up. Conversationalist now because of this. But like, the one thing I have learned is if you really want to, like, you know, like start a conversation with someone, just ask them what they're into, even if you're not into it.
Right.
And
Yeah.
let them continue.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that way, even if they're like, "Hey,
Warm
do you
it
know
up.
about it?" You're like, "No, man, I just want to
Yeah.
get to know you. Like, I
Yeah,
just want
exactly.
to."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that way, they feel more comfortable, and then all of a sudden, boom! Instead of it feeling like an interrogation, they're like, "Oh, hey, man, this guy's really, he likes to learn shit, or he or she likes to talk about blah blah blah." You know,
Yeah.
And then during
Exactly.
the conversation, you can always ask questions of like, "What's this? What's
Yes,
that? What do
exactly.
you do with
Yeah.
this?
Well,
Where do you
I
put
mean-
your hand in here?" Shit like
Put
that.
your
Because I-
weed in there.
because I know for a fact, Israel and me, when it was just Israel, me, and Navarre, we had two other lady guests on here, and we were horrible at that. Remember, like,
Yes.
we'll take blame for that one because like we were just trying to go off the list, and we ran out of the list really quick, and there was a lot of
Dead silence.
yeah,
Quiet.
dead air
Yeah.
because we didn't know how to like drive that conversation.
Yeah.
Now and then toward the end, I was like, "Hey, so what do you like? What do you?" And then that's whenever it hit me. I was like,
Right.
It's
Wait.
almost
wasted-
like interviewing
Yeah.
someone. Yeah, like trying to
Yeah.
get them to talk.
But I mean, like that's how we learn. Because I mean, for one, like I was very quiet before.
yeah.
We
then-
heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe
or
it.
didn't hear.
Yeah,
No, we
exactly.
didn't
The
hear.
silence was deafening.
yeah.
Yes.
Which honestly, I wouldn't have even guessed that.
Yeah.
Like,
I can tell. I
Mm-hmm.
can tell because I was like that too. So I guess I can kind of see it in someone else, you know. But
Yeah,
yeah, because I
maybe.
used to be. Everyone used to say like I was just so quiet or
Oh, you
shy or whatever. But I wasn't shy. I just
you're
like
just quiet.
I just like to scope things out first. I have to, kind of.
Facts.
I have to see things for myself and see people for myself. Let them talk first. See what they're like.
Right.
You know. I guess feel people out.
Yeah,
You know.
I
That's why
mean-
I've always been.
Like when I was a kid, I always had that mentality, of speak when you're spoken
Exactly.
to.
You're to be
Yeah.
seen, not heard.
Exactly. So me,
That's a Mexican
I've always
thing.
had my internal stuff going on, so much more going on inside my mind than what I'll say, and that's just
Right.
always been, me. But yeah, I do speak more now for sure. I'm way more social than what I used to be. But working at a jewelry store, you kind of have to
Oh,
be,
yeah.
you
I
have
never
to talk
used
to
to be
people.
as crazy as I
No,
am now.
none of us were. I mean,
No,
we
'cause
all,
I used to
it kind
actually
of
be
came
really-
with,
That
I
comfort.
was actually quiet.
that
Yeah.
comfort comes with age.
yeah, totally. We
Yeah.
just
I
became more
guess.
confident in who we
Yeah.
are, and we're just like, fuck it, who cares what
Right.
people
Isn't
think,
it crazy
you know?
how long? And I don't know about y'all, but for me, how long it takes to find yourself.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like a
gosh,
good 30
yes.
years
Yeah,
before
yeah.
you find
It
yourself.
took me. I'm not gonna lie. Well, I was 28 when we started this.
Yeah.
It took me 28 years to actually
It
find
took
out who I
me
was.
Yeah.
pretty much the same amount of time.
Yeah.
I started really getting to know myself once I got just done with the situation I was in
Yeah.
my relationship, and then I was like, why the hell have I been hiding myself for so long? And then that was when I really discovered myself. So yeah, it's true. It does take
It
a long
does.
time.
It takes a long time.
And then to be okay with yourself.
Right.
To be
That
okay
takes
with
even
that.
longer.
Yourself.
Yes,
Right.
exactly.
That takes even
Like
longer.
like learning who you actually are is
Yes.
a big fucking slap in the face because
Yes.
you're like,
Yep.
oh, I'm not that person who I
That I
wanted
thought
to
who
be.
I
Right.
wanted to be.
Well, yeah, wanted or thought I
Yeah.
was, and then boom, you're like, oh,
You're
well,
like, man, I'm a piece of shit.
or I was, or
I was.
whatever angle you
Whatever you
want
want
to
to
hit.
do. Yeah.
Yeah, but at least I think that if you can actually see yourself like for who you truly are,
Mm-hmm.
like the truth,
Yeah.
if like Zeke knows he was a piece of shit. He was a piece of
Yeah,
fucking shit.
I've acknowledged
but
he was a little douchey.
yeah, but
I've
he,
acknowledged it.
right,
Yeah.
he's right, but that's just that you've acknowledged it. The people
and then
that
you worked on it. You know
Yep,
what I mean?
totally.
That is very
That's the important
commendable.
part.
The people
because a lot of
that-
people don't do that.
yeah, the people that
Shit.
can't admit who they are,
Yeah.
they're the ones who are never going to find themselves.
gonna be
And then
stuck.
just
They're
keep
gonna
on
be-
having like a certain
Yeah, a
mask.
facade, a
Yeah.
mask, and
The act.
trying to be someone you're not. Not only that, but changing every time you're around different people. Like as
Right.
soon as someone comes in,
Code-switching.
I can't stand that. Like when people will act one way and then different with someone else, and it's just like, why do you do that? I don't understand.
I've
you
always,
know?
I've always
they don't
looked at
know who
those
they
people
are.
like, man, those guys.
You
that
don't know
person
who you
has to-
are.
They have to be super unhappy with who
Yeah,
they
or like
are.
a personality
Mhm.
disorder.
Yeah.
Like you just don't know who you are, and don't
How-
want to figure it
how
out.
someone can just flip a switch and be like,
Yeah.
I'm one way with you, and one
Yeah.
way with you,
To
one
me,
way
that
with you.
sounds
It's like-
exhausting.
It does
For
sound
real.
exhausting. No wonder
It
they're so
does.
unhappy,
Yeah.
because that is exhausting, especially not ever knowing who you really are.
Yeah.
That's a pain in the ass. But yeah, I do. I always say
Fuck
that to
that.
people. Like I even have that on my Instagram, my bio. The little line. I think it says, "Learn who you are and watch things fall into place." That's that's what I fully
Facts.
believe in, because
Yeah.
it's true. If someone asked for a piece of advice, that's what I would tell them.
Yep.
You know.
Although, I do think it'd be cool to have that DID.
Oh,
Dissociative identity
Oh.
disorder.
Split.
Split. Oh my
yeah.
God, he's my fucking hero. I love him.
I love that movie.
I
How that dude
love
hasn't
him.
how that dude
McAvoy.
hasn't won so many awards
Oh,
For
that
real,
long.
I
dude.
Freaking
know.
awesome.
I know.
I don't know anybody who doesn't love him. Like anyone who doesn't.
Like-
love
I
his-
nominate him.
Yes.
Like
me
whenever
too.
whenever I
Second that.
Second
whenever
that.
I watched that movie, I was like telling Sarah, I was like, this dude is legit playing different
Yes.
characters.
For real.
Yes.
You can like
And it's believable.
yeah,
Yes.
like he's literally dedicating.
Yes.
He's
Yes.
committing to those characters every time he switches. I'm like, I don't
Hell
know
yeah.
anybody
I
who can
love
do that.
watching those movies just to watch him. I'm amazed by how an actor can do that. Like,
Yes.
that's incredible to me. And he's got so many of them.
Yes.
But it's believable, even with the girls. Whatever he's supposed to be pretending
Yeah.
to be a female.
Patricia.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
like
Patricia.
it's
I think
totally
it's crazy
believable.
how he like you can look at that one person, that same person, and hate Patricia
Yes.
and
Yes.
Dennis,
Yes.
but then
Yeah.
you fall
You
in
love
love
Hedwig.
with the
Hedwig.
Yeah.
Oh
He's
my
so
god.
cute.
Yeah.
I love
I
Hedwig.
love Hedwig.
Like, dude,
Precious.
how does
And you literally are picturing like a little boy there. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter
Yeah.
if he's some bald, guy who's all ripped and shit like that. Like it's just totally different.
It made
He's
me
so
see
amazing.
James McAvoy in a totally different
I love
light.
him.
Yeah, because I remember
Totally.
I remember him from Wanted, and I was like, oh,
Wanted?
I never
Wanted,
saw
yeah.
that.
The
I
one-
remember
didn't
him
even know
from
who he
Penelope.
The first thing I saw was
Was
him on
Split.
Split.
I
never
didn't even
saw
know
him.
who
Wanted.
he
That's the
was.
one where they curved the bullets with Angelina Jolie and
No,
shit.
never saw it.
It's a
Never.
pretty good movie.
Really?
Yeah, it's like an action movie. It's I think
Oh.
that's where he may have got his big break from.
Really?
Oh, yeah?
Really?
Yeah, I think. I remember watching that with Navarre. I was like, "Yo, this movie's fucking dope."
Yeah.
Because they're like the mic stands there. They do this with the
curve it.
gun, and the bullet curves.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Wow.
I want to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can whip it.
Yeah. Watch me whip.
Hell yeah.
God, shut the fuck up.
So don't go there.
Please
I'm
don't-
sorry, my
please
my
don't bring
hood
that
almost
shit
came
back.
out.
He's all like, it's too early. It's too
No.
early.
No, it's not.
The only hood on you is the one you're wearing.
Oh! Put your hood up.
Shots
I
fired.
got
in this
some
bitch.
hood in me.
Ooh.
Do you want to? It only comes out when I get pissed
What, you
off.
want a piece of me?
Yeah, no, like it comes out when I get pissed off.
Kid,
She's all like,
you got hood
oh
in you.
my earrings.
I don't wear
You
earrings.
pull that suit now.
That's me.
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
wear-
my earring.
Oh, you know what's?
wear
I'm
earrings.
glad you thought of that.
What?
I was thinking about how, like, how women actually pull their earrings
Yeah.
out
Yeah.
and shit. If I
Yeah.
ever get in a fight, I just pull my teeth out. Like, let's do this shit, nigga. Let's
I
ride.
ain't gonna mess
Give him a
this
gun
shit
job.
up. This shit was expensive. Can you imagine someone being like freaked
Hold
out
the
seeing you
fuck.
pull
Be
your
like-
teeth out?
Do you
Hold my
like-
teeth.
do you
Hold my
know-
teeth.
Hold my teeth.
Do you know how much semen I have to have in my mouth to heal this shit up? Hell no. You ain't fucking my shit up.
Homeboy who's holding him. This nigga just gave me his dentures.
Yeah, hold my grill.
What the fuck is this? This is not how I expected my day to go.
Why am I the teeth holder?
For real.
My teeth.
Not
my
even gold. I can't even pawn this
And
shit.
then he can't even talk. What you say? Fuck you.
Every time I
Little John
say,
would be disappointed.
every time I say fuck you, my lip just fucking flaps all around and shit.
Yeah, I'm sure that would scare people off for sure.
You're like, oh, this motherfucker's real, dog.
He's real. I saw this guy yank his teeth out.
He was ready to throw down.
That's it. I'm throwing down.
Oh god. Oh god.
You win, bro.
You win, bro. I don't want a gun job today.
Crazy contest.
Sarah was like, hey, whenever your gums heal, she's like, I want you to try to suck my nipple with your. I was like, why am I marrying you? What the fuck?
Wow, you just aired all your.
So wait. What?
Yeah, yes, please repeat that.
She said, she was like, whenever your gums heal, she was like, try to suck my nipple with it. And I was like, what the fuck?
You know, most guys would be down for that. Quit being gay
For
and
real.
fucking suck her nipple.
Without your teeth, bitch.
I don't know. I
See?
wouldn't blame you. I would have been like, huh?
Princess A-body over here.
Well, because I
Sorry,
was
that's
I was
weird.
playing the game, and she was like, "Yeah, when your gums heal, try to suck my nipple and see how it feels." I was like, Like, I just remember dying. I was like, what the fuck?
Do you not like her nipple?
I don't know if my gums will.
There's only one way to find out.
I'm not gonna lie.
Shit
I'll
just
be
got-
down.
Shit just got weird.
It was like, I'm not,
Being the receiving end, not the.
oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you want Zeke to suck your nipple too?
No, not Zeke, but
No.
some other girl. You
it's too
know.
late. Let him heal up.
No,
We're doing
other
this.
girl.
It's too late.
He said some other girl.
It's just-
All right, fuck it. Come on, Zeke, let's
Let's
do
go.
it.
Bring
he
it on.
wants he wants a piece of Princess Gay Body.
Everybody wants a piece of
Ever since you got
With
your
that
new
new
dentures,
grill.
goddamn.
This got awkward real fast.
Nah, son.
For who?
For real.
Like, yeah, we need to wrap this shit up.
Sarah's like, I'm just gonna not listen to
Yeah,
that.
she's like, oh, not
She's
listening to this.
They're
one.
like, I'll stick to STS 420. Fuck this shit. I'm
Y'all are
good.
way too much.
So, fuck you, bitch.
God
She's
damn.
not even saying anything. I
We love you. Poor Sarah.
love you, Sarah. We'll see you on Saturday.
Yes, Saturday we are seeing her the day after tomorrow.
Y'all are?
yeah.
What are y'all doing?
What?
Dress shopping.
For the dress.
Oh.
We're gonna-
Say
we're-
yes to the dress.
We're gonna be
Yeah.
throwing in our womanly.
Oh, yeah.
Support.
And I'm gonna stand there and I'm gonna support them.
Yeah, she's
'cause
gonna
I have
support the support.
no clue what the fuck I'm
She's
doing.
like,
so.
why?
Facts.
She's like, I don't know anything about dresses. I was like, it's
That's
okay,
what I
I
told her.
do.
She-
I
I'm
hate
good.
shopping.
She's always showing me these dresses. What do you think? So I'm like, it's nice. She was like, that's hideous. I'm like, well, why the fuck are you showing me?
Why would you ask me?
Don't ask me.
I don't know anything about what do you
That's
want me to do?
She's just testing your knowledge of fashion.
she sent me a picture of her in this one fucking bragged out dress. It was like a 6X. I was like,
What?
she was like, what do you think about this? I was like,
It don't fit you.
I was like, it's nice. She goes, nigga, shut the fuck up. This shit is ugly as hell. I was
No,
like,
like just be honest. Just be honest about it.
Yeah.
Like who cares? Like if it's ugly to you, just be like, nah, bitch, you look crazy.
Sarah would
what I would do.
appreciate that.
I think she would.
She would
'Cause
appreciate
she's like,
that.
you're lying, fool. Like I'll know if someone's lying straight up. It's probably just a test to
well,
see if you're
because
gonna
my
tell the
thing
truth.
is like, I don't want to say like, oh, that's ugly. And then I'll be like, well, it's actually
So
my
I already
favorite
bought
dress.
it. I already bought it.
It was $8,000. I'm like,
Okay, you do have
She
to
needs to be
realize too.
smacked.
You really think Sarah's gonna let you see the dress she's gonna be wearing down the aisle?
well, no, I knew that, but
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay,
I
then.
was like, why is she
She's sending
me
you a
this?
dress.
Yeah.
It's like you
It's
probably
a
just to
or
test you.
something.
Yeah, it was just a test. Again, just be honest. That's the best thing you can do.
But I'm half retarded when it comes to that shit. though.
Well, you're
Exactly,
half
but if
retarded
it
anyway,
looks
so.
funny to you, then just be like, I don't know.
No, I
about
think
that.
he's more whole retarded.
I concur.
Please, I hope you and Sarah don't have children. Like
Do not procreate.
those little fucktards are gonna be screwed.
I was actually thinking about that. I was like, man, I'm afraid to have a little boy.
What's
God,
that?
I don't know how to raise a little boy.
That's true.
He's only ever been there for all the girls.
Yeah.
He's had nothing but nieces.
That's easy to raise. Oh,
Yeah, but you're forgetting. I mean, it's not like. I mean, for you, I think it would be easier to raise a boy because we didn't do girl shit whenever we were little. We did boy shit.
Yeah.
I'm talking about as far as
So-
like their personalities and their demeanor. Like,
Raise them up to be like you, and then there'll be another extra man in the world that's fucking half decent.
Yeah. You're decent.
You're cute and decent.
decent.
Decent. You
Seriously, I
are.
think more guys need to be like y'all.
Yeah, totally.
All
totally
y'all guys
agree.
in here
Mhm.
are the only guys I actually respect. Besides my father. That's
Yeah.
it. I'm
Totally
dead
agree.
serious.
And of course our brother-in-law Jared.
Oh, sure.
Oh, yeah,
and
shout out to Jared.
Brandon.
Yes.
He's
out
awesome.
to
But there's
Brandon.
like
Yeah.
literally, it's like,
Yeah.
you can count them on two hands.
Yeah, exactly.
The men that we actually respect.
Yeah.
And so,
It's true.
and then y'all are part of that. Totally.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yep. Thank you.
No, thank you.
Thank
Israel.
you.
No, no, no. Thank you.
He's like,
I feel honored.
right? See, now who can't take a compliment?
I know he gets awkward real quick.
He's all like,
Don't do that shit.
Stop
Yeah,
it.
Don't do
you don't mean
blushing.
it, do ya?
Is he really? What do you like about me? Is it my hair?
Am I a pretty?
Is it my flowing raven hair?
Tell me more about me.
Am I
Enough
a
about
pretty
you.
girl?
Enough about
pretty
you. More
girl?
about me.
You're beautiful.
Your
No.
beard is full.
No, it's true though. I do believe that if y'all were to have kids, just teach them the right way, which is
The way
how
that-
y'all grew up. You know
Yeah.
how we all grew up.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want them any other way. That's why we're proud of our girls because I feel like they've
Yep.
really caught on to
That's
this
one thing
character.
I was
you
gonna
know?
say. I was talking to my friend James Crosby, who I think will be on not this episode, not this Sunday, but next Sunday. He was saying how like he works like extra hard, to make sure he's not, his kid doesn't go through what he went through.
Yeah.
And I was kind of like, I can definitely respect that because, I mean, yeah, we turned out fine, but like, I wouldn't have chose to raise our kids the way we were
Right,
raised.
right.
I mean,
But
Honestly, I think
that's what we were. I think that honestly, I was just talking to Nini about this too. It's so weird because I was like, we went through hard times, but that's why we are who we are.
Right.
Yeah,
that's the
but-
reason
You know what I mean?
why.
But I mean, the thing, did you remember those? Well, I don't know if you remember those, but me, Raul, my other cousin, not the guy who's been on here, but and Isaac, dude, we were eating like fucking peanut butter crackers for like,
Yeah.
dinner.
And of course,
shit.
we don't want
mean,
the kids to go through
well,
that
there's a
either. There are going to be
difference.
hard times, but it also does make you appreciate the good times. You know,
Right.
Well,
so you're.
I
know-
don't wish neglect on
No,
anyone.
no.
Well, that's what I'm saying,
Abandonment,
Yeah.
neglect,
No.
anything, anything like that. But that's what we were talking about. We do believe though, like, yeah, like we don't want them to grow up exactly the way that we grew
Yeah,
up.
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
I mean,
But-
'cause I
We
love the way
live-
we grew up.
yeah,
but
it was-
I mean,
oh, yeah,
but not
no.
Hard
exactly.
knocks.
No,
like
not
that.
like that. I mean, because like honestly, I'm even shocked sometimes. Most of the times that all of us didn't end up on the fucking street,
Yeah.
dead somewhere or in
It
prison.
was our. It was our
Or in a
own.
gang.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
or
was
in a
our own
gang.
perspective
Yes.
that
Yeah.
the reason that we turned out the way we did. I think.
Yeah.
Because it just depends on how you look at it. We could all be playing, just like pity and oh my gosh, I had it so
Right.
hard and stuff
Me.
like that. Everybody has it hard, like whatever, just
Everyone's got a
pick up
story.
and do something about it. You
Yeah,
know.
But I do think that it's good to give your kids a taste of
Yeah.
what you did have.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Because I mean, like,
You know?
it just makes them have a better perspective
Makes
of
them
life.
Exactly.
humble.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you want them to be
You know?
humble. You don't want to give them every single thing that they ask for,
Right.
and then they don't appreciate it. When they finally get it,
Yep.
We've always appreciated everything we've had because we didn't have a lot growing up. We had each other. That was it. We literally had each other.
But I
So-
think that's too
That's
were
why
talking
we
about
appreciate
that.
each other.
That's why we were talking about that too. Like I
Yeah.
think that's the reason why we all turned out the way that we did too, because when we did have a hard time, we could lean on each other.
yeah,
Right.
we were
And
each other's support.
most people may not have that.
Yeah,
And
we were
it's-
blessed. I mean, I do.
yeah.
I believe we were
Hashtag.
totally blessed.
Yeah, totally. I mean, it stayed like that as we got,
We
became
always,
Older.
we always
Right.
we're able to lean on each other, and we still do.
Yeah, we still
still
do.
do.
So I mean, imagine if
Not having that.
not having somebody,
Yeah.
then that probably it would be harder for that person, and
Yeah.
they probably would end up,
Yeah, feeling bad for themselves and
Yeah,
just
either
going
on
the
the
worst way
streets,
possible. Yeah,
prison.
yeah.
Honestly,
So
I
I
wouldn't
said
mind
growing up-
prison.
Growing
Bill
up with
Cosby.
growing up with a parent that was neglectful, narcissistic. Everything was about them. We could be totally jacked up right now. Our minds,
Right.
especially.
Well, not
I
to
mean,
say that we're not.
Yeah, I mean, but
I
the thing is
mean-
that that kind of mental, growing up with someone who's has a mental disorder like that, it really fucks up your mind.
Yeah, it
So
did.
we could be really jacked up by now,
Right.
especially by how we treat people.
Yep.
But we
Yeah.
chose not to do that. We said no. We saw it for what it was, and we were like, no, we're not going to be like that. So we decided that consciously.
Made a choice.
Yeah, we made a choice. So yeah,
And that's why we don't speak to our mother.
birth mother. Yeah, birth mother.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to cut people out sometimes. It's true.
So you're gonna have kids?
Aw.
If it happens, it happens.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
God's timing.
Oh,
God's
can
plan.
you imagine a little
Yeah.
little
Zeke
boy
Poo.
Yeah.
running around with a little baby hand?
Aw.
Just ruining my life,
I can imagine it. You would
Shitting
would
all
be,
over the place like Sarah.
Yeah, right. You would be such an awesome dad.
Showing his
Come
teeth
on.
and show and tell.
It's like, look, Dad, look what I got.
I got.
Mine are real.
Ooh.
Ooh, come catch this belt, motherfucker.
You're like, if you can catch me.
Ain't
I
lying.
think you would be a
Probably,
good
I'll
dad,
probably be in a
honestly.
wheelchair. Yeah.
Seriously,
he
you helped
does
us.
the
You helped
four-
with the girls. You would be an awesome
But
dad.
those aren't my kids.
Yeah, but you helped
So?
raise them. You know what I mean? You were there.
Yeah, you're forgetting.
helping with the babies
Even
when
though
they
he wasn't
were.
at the birthday party.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not gonna we're gonna
Don't
let bygones be
bring that
bygones. We're in Israel. Remember that too. We're gonna let bygones be bygones. Okay, whatever. Anyways, yeah. So, yeah, you were there. You helped raise babies. That's not easy,
Mm-mm.
Yeah. So
Raising babies
yeah,
fucking
it's hard.
sucks.
It's hard. Man,
Very.
freaking tired.
Yes.
All
Those
the
little
time.
vultures are
Takes
just.
time.
Oh, I remember when Tori, when she was a newborn, and I was watching her. I was sitting in Mom and Troy's room in like this little rocking chair, and I was watching TV, and she projectile vomited across the room.
yeah.
So I'm near one wall, and that shit shot and almost hit the other wall across the room. I was like,
Jesus Christ.
Have
Babies
you
are fun.
have you have you ever changed Isai or Selena and they just like diuretically shit while the diaper's wide
oh
open?
god, that's
No.
awful.
That
Have
was
you?
fun. Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
man.
it's happened.
She was watching
I was there.
me. Yeah.
yeah, and it happened to
Wow.
me too.
I was
several
helping. I was
times.
changing
yeah.
Tori, and I was like,
Oh,
eh.
Tori, I thought you meant his kids. I was
Oh,
gonna say,
no, no,
damn.
no.
Oh no no.
I hope not.
Nah.
No, but I was like, but she already had a shitty diaper, so I cleaned her and I put a new one on, and
Yep.
I was like, word.
Leave it up to Tori to do
I
something
was
like
like,
that
all over our bed, cool.
too. Yeah, yeah.
Now
She
the only
did.
time that happened, something like that happened to me, is when Isai like peed all over me.
Yeah, that's never
I was
fun
like,
either.
oh,
Or
fuck.
whenever you're like, kind of lifting them up and they throw up all over you, you
Right.
know, stuff like that. Like that's just.
That just happened today. I was with Selena, and I was just picking her up, and then the whole time when I was picking her up, just
Yeah.
And I was like, oh.
Should have did this.
Just drop her.
You should have. Yeah,
Swift drop.
you should have pulled an Anthony Jeselnik and dropped.
Jeez. Facts. No.
I fucking love him. God, I love him.
So dark.
I love
So
him.
dark.
I mean, he's all right. It's
He's
just that
hilarious.
there's some stuff that's like very like
Over the top for you.
no, not over the top. It's more just like dry.
Dry.
Yeah.
That's why I like him.
It's
though.
more just
I
like,
like
you
some
know,
dry.
people should die because
Just
they
sit
should
there.
die. And
Yeah.
You're just like,
Yeah. Okay. That's
Right.
that's enough. Yeah.
I like more
I
of the
love him.
like dark humor that we have. you
Yes.
Oh
know?
yeah.
I like John. That's why I like John Mulaney.
Oh, I love John
Because he
Mulaney.
reminds me more of us. I mean, I could watch him all day and just listen to him talk. His voice just kills me. I mean, I
Yes.
love him.
You guys should check out Tom Segura.
Yes.
Oh, I love Tom Segura.
Dude,
I told-
I
yeah,
love
that's right. I
him.
told y'all
I
about
don't
him
think
years
I've
ago.
Tom
Yeah.
Segura.
don't
have
think
you
I've
seen the one episode that he did with his mom in Spanish?
He did 2 seconds into this episode. 2 seconds in, he called his mom a
Grosero.
cunt.
Nice.
Wow.
That sounds like him.
In
Uh,
Spanish.
I
His
watched-
mom was so mad.
Well, we watched that one movie, Instant Family, and he was
Yeah.
on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love him on there too because he's still a fucking douchebag.
Mhm.
Yeah,
He's
a
just an
big douche,
asshole.
yeah.
I love that.
Which one is it? I
Instant Family
No,
with
I remember
It's
the
the-
movie,
Mark
but I
Wahlberg,
I remember the movie, but who are you talking about?
Tom Segura.
Tom Segura.
You keep saying the
comedian.
name. I'm not
Tomas
okay.
Segura.
No,
much better.
okay,
Thank you. I understand now.
Hold on, let me look him up.
It
Wait, look him
was-
up real quick.
Yeah,
He's bald. He has a beard.
Like
It was,
you?
Yes.
Okay, the main chick,
Tom
her
Segura.
sister's husband.
He's a complete dick. Like,
Oh, yeah,
he's
totally.
a
Let me
dick.
see. I know his face.
I love him,
Oh, oh, yeah.
The-
Okay, he is.
Yeah,
funny.
Tomas
that,
Segura.
He is funny.
that was talking about on Sunday, your mom's house podcast.
Mhm.
That's him and his wife.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
so fucking funny.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, I
so
need to
fucking
hear it
funny.
Yeah, that
dude.
guy is funny.
I love Tom Segura. He's
Him and Bert are
hilarious.
pretty funny too.
Yeah.
Who?
Bert Kreischer. The dude, Bert Kreischer.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Bert.
Bert is pretty funny. But
Bert,
Bert.
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 Danger.
another guy y'all should check out. He's a fucking a legend. Is Dave Attell.
I don't know if I know
about
that
one
name.
either.
David, here's the kind of sense of humor he has. Okay, so he's a New York-based comic. Well, he's a globally, but he's from New York. And there was a night at the Comedy Cellar in New York where like all the comedians before him, they were killing, and there was these two Mexican ladies in the front row who just were not laughing, and they would go out and they'd be like, "Damn, like I couldn't make them crack. I couldn't make them crack." So finally, he goes outside. He goes on stage. He looks right at him. He goes, "What's wrong, ladies? Did Selena die again?" And he said they started busting out laughing like other drinks shot out their nose, all kind of shit. And he looks at everybody. He's like, "That's how you fucking do it, right there."
That's funny.
You know, I'm not even gonna lie. Every time I would watch Selena, I always expected her to make it at the end.
For real.
It's gonna change this time. I swear. It's gonna change.
My girl.
I would be like, please let it be different this time, please.
Yes.
And they're like, oh
Oh,
god,
it happened. It
Dude,
did.
I see that movie like once every year.
I love that movie.
It's an annual
We
thing
used to
for you.
watch
It's an
it.
annual thing.
Yeah.
Like I don't mean
It used to be a
for it to
daily thing
happen,
for us.
It just
but it
happens.
just happens. Like it's like
It's like
either
it's,
on
it's,
TV.
it's in your DNA. Just
Right.
somehow you find it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, some way. It's either on TV.
Every
I
wet one
find
does.
It. Yeah.
Eventually.
In some way and fashion, I watched that
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
Selena is every Mexican superhero.
Oh yeah.
Totally.
Well, yeah, because I mean, she like basically made it.
She changed music.
Yeah.
I mean,
She did like
Latina
cumbia
music.
and pop,
Yeah.
R&B.
Yeah, I don't think she gets enough credit, honestly.
She
for a lot
doesn't.
of
For
this
real.
stuff, you
I
know?
They
told-
called her the Queen of Tejano for a
Yeah,
reason. Like
yeah.
she was the fucking queen.
I told
And then
Sarah
she-
because she's okay. Go ahead.
Oh no, and then she's from Texas too.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Thank
totally.
you.
Corpus Christi.
Corpus.
The Corpus
Yeah.
Christi.
Actually, well, Lake Jackson's where she started out at.
Yeah,
Right.
but they consider
Corpus,
Corpus
yeah.
her home.
Yeah.
That's not- that's
Just
not
like
too
I
far from
consider
there.
Corpus
Yeah.
my home.
Well, I
What
guess
were you
there's
gonna say
no-
about Sarah?
Oh no. Speaking of Selena, she was talking about how. But no, actually, I brought it up because she's always playing like all this African music whenever she's cleaning or just out the shower or in the fucking shower.
Yeah.
And I looked at her. I was like, "Hey," I said, at the wedding, do you want to have a culture off? She was like, "What do you mean?" I was like, so I started playing that Palomito Blanca. That
Yeah.
shit.
Oh,
I
yeah,
played
Michael
that.
Salgado.
I played that one.
Yeah.
I played Azúcar by the Cumbia King.
Yeah.
She was like, "Oh, you really want to do it?" I was like, "Bitch,
Oh,
I was like,
it's
you'll
our
go the
Bring
fuck
it.
down.
Bring
I said,
it.
Yes.
you go down."
We got a big family
Oh,
too.
remember when he
real.
said dance fight?
Yes.
We can do
Hell
it.
That's what we
yeah.
were just talking about. We should do a dance fight.
She actually had a dance off with Tuck.
Oh wow.
Ooh.
Tuck
What kind
won.
of dance
No
was
way.
It? What kind of dancing was it?
It was basically like a tie because they were doing they were dancing to a whole bunch of shit, and then she threw on African, where she said she won because he didn't know how to dance that.
Oh, of course.
But then he threw on a Thriller and
Oh.
started doing
Oh,
this stupid shit, and she didn't want to do it. So he was like, "I win. I
Yeah.
fucking win."
You
He
fold.
folded.
Forfeit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say I would give it to Tuck.
Yeah, she forfeited.
She kind of did.
Good job.
But
Tuck.
she was like, "No, fuck that. I won." I was like, "You say you won because he doesn't
I win.
know." Yeah.
Because I win.
This
I
is
win.
bullshit.
This is bullshit.
You give him all the easy ones.
Hip hop on noodles.
You give him the easy ones.
You know, in some way, you kind of look like him.
Ralph Schneider.
In that movie, right?
Yeah, in that movie.
God, is my hairline that fucked up?
Oh, you have a hairline?
Oh yeah, nigga, you want to go there?
I can't believe you actually started that.
I know he went there. He went there.
This guy.
I know.
This guy.
When he first shaved his head, he was trying to give Navarre hair tips. I was like, you took fucking advice from this guy. The fuck?
He is voluntarily bald.
No, but I like him like that. I think he looks good like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
It suits you.
Yeah, it
Plus,
does.
it's like a lot less maintenance too,
Right.
other than this here, you know. But
Yeah.
that's a lot more easily tameable than your hair. 'cause
yeah, you just
Right.
brush this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Instead of
just
worrying about
It's kind
that.
of funny.
That's
like,
what I
you
do.
just- It's like the opposite. So,
Right.
you know, that's pretty
you know,
cool.
do you have a fucking like a Kangol hat? You know what I'm talking, like the golfer hat?
I want to get one, but
Throw one of those on, so
Yeah.
you're black all of a sudden. then you'll have the 1.3% black. Results pending, but
yes.
no, you're black, so you gotta do this. You gotta pop your collar,
There
yeah.
you go. He did it. He's got it.
There you go. There you
Catching
go.
on,
got the
son.
swag.
Oh, there you go.
Dope.
Dope.
You can't say that either. You're black.
Oh, I gotta say bet.
Bet.
Bet, yeah, there
Yeah.
it is.
I never got that. That's like a new.
Bet,
is that,
son.
How long
It's
has
Bet.
that
been,
out
it's been
for?
a
Bet.
long. It's been out for a
Bet.
good minute.
Yeah, it's
I remember
Really?
people used to say bet me, like bet me. I remember people saying that, but now they just
I don't
changed it to
remember that
bet.
one.
I used to hear that all the time.
Bet.
I got that from the kids.
I think it really started, like, it really made its breakthrough, I guess, like 2012, 2013.
Yeah, I would say 2012.
Damn, it's that old?
Yeah.
Somewhere around
2012
there,
was probably the beginning of it.
Holy shit. Where have you
Wow.
been, Aya?
Under a rock.
yeah.
Me
Yeah,
too.
because
I don't
the
stick
first
with
time
trends.
I heard it was in like 2012. Tuck said it, and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
the fuck is that? And then 2013,
That's when it
Yeah.
really kicked off.
Really?
my boy John, I texted him something because I worked with him, and I was like, hey, come over here, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, bet. And I was like, because I was still saying cool.
Cool.
And
I
I
still say
still
that.
say
Me
cool.
too.
I
Yeah,
still
cool
go.
still's like
yeah.
there,
It'll
but
always
that's
be
That's
something.
one of the
becoming, like,
words
more
that
of
will, like,
word.
no pun intended, always be
Yeah.
cool.
Right.
Like, it'll always be cool.
Exactly.
It's
That's
just
cool.
so simple.
Yeah, I don't think that'll ever change. I'm not good with the trends. I'm always way behind.
Me
so
too.
as soon as something is cool
I feel like I'm
or
still
whatever,
behind too because I hear some kids and I'm just like,
I'm like,
what the
that is
fuck
a
they say?
completely.
For real?
I say that is a completely
like, hold
different
up.
language.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm like, speak English. I tell the
gotta-
girls that all the time.
Speak American.
English.
You
I
gotta
remember
go,
when
you gotta
I
go on
first.
Urban Dictionary.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember when no, I
Dictionary,
do
what
I
the
do
fuck?
look it up on Google Urban Dictionary, but I remember whenever the girls started saying what is that I had just thought of it. I can't remember
Oh.
what it was. Extra. I
Oh,
heard
yeah,
extra.
Oh,
Extra.
yeah, well, that one's been around for
Oh,
a
yeah,
while.
that's
too.
But I
We've
didn't
never heard of
when
it.
I first heard it, and one of the girls said it. Grace said it, and she was trying to explain it to me. It took me like 10 minutes to even come up with a good, thing. I said,
Explanation.
"So you mean like it's just overkill? Like you mean they're just like they're too much?"
Yeah.
yeah.
And she couldn't come up with just saying that. She was trying to explain it, and it just took forever. I was like, it is not making any sense to me. I'm sorry, it's not clicking.
The
You
two
know?
I fucking hate that I wish would go away are I'm dead
Oh yeah,
and period.
yeah.
Oh my god. Those
Period.
two-
Wait.
Periods.
Period.
With a T.
What?
Period.
Period.
Periods.
Period.
I think we
Periods?
talked about this before. Blessing says that shit
It's
all the
like
time.
like straight up
Yeah.
that's
Oh.
the end of it. Period.
Yeah,
Kind of
or-
thing.
or-
Like
but
with the
no,
But
But
they say,
attitude.
but you have to say it with the T.
They
at the end.
actually do
Periods.
DT. Period. Period. Yeah.
I
don't
feel like
say
I
that.
just lost brain cells.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That's how I feel. I can't
Yeah.
stand that.
Blessing will text me and I'll read. I'm like, am I having a stroke?
Yeah, I don't say I'm dead either. I that kind of annoys me too.
or
Like,
that, or I'm crying. I
Yeah.
really don't like that one either.
No, I don't do
I
that.
would say
either.
I'm
Yeah.
like
I
I was dying.
No, like
laughing.
we've
like,
always
Yeah.
done that though.
laughing.
Like if we send something hilarious, then I'm like, dude, I am freaking dying.
I'm
Like,
dying,
you know,
yeah.
'cause
But I
it's
wouldn't
so
text
funny.
it though.
No,
Yeah.
I mean like it's all in the context. So
Yeah.
like say you say something funny, be like, oh, I'm dead.
Yeah,
and like
no.
they're not
Yeah,
even laughing.
That's
It's
really
like,
Right.
annoying. Or
I
they
don't-
send the little skeleton. That's what
Yeah,
that means
yeah,
too, right?
yeah.
The little skeleton emoji.
Mm-hmm.
But I never
Wow.
use that. We just use the laughing, crying emoji,
Yeah.
and that
Right.
literally is our go-to all the time.
Yeah.
And when something's really funny,
Hell yeah.
and if something's like
I don't-
mildly funny or we chuckle, it's LOL.
LOL,
We'll
yeah.
say LOL, and if it gets really funny, it's like LMAO,
You know what's funny is that we
LMFAO.
can't even fucking lie on a text.
No.
Like we could make it seem like we're
Yeah.
just dying, but we still have
Yeah.
to be honest
It's
about
like, oh, that's
it.
not funny.
Like,
there's multiple times in the in both all the group chats that I'm in where somebody just says something like not funny,
Yeah.
and I'll start a new conversation.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
let's
I do
move
the
on.
same thing.
It's like,
Yeah.
funny.
Not funny.
Not funny.
it's like,
Yeah.
it's like, all right, well, way to fucking kill that
Yeah,
one.
right?
Yeah, that's definitely me. I just post like crap ton of memes to see
No.
what lands.
See if it sticks.
No,
Yeah.
unfortunately for Jaja, it's Brian. Brian will kill a lot of like.
They
'cause
always-
it's usually us three. Boom, 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 boom,
Yeah.
boom. We'll go
Yeah.
back and forth, and then Brian will be like, he'll just send like some off the wall ass meme that has nothing to do with the conversation, and we're like, is that your way of saying fuck off? Because I don't get it.
Or he has some pretty good ones
Oh,
that are
yeah,
pretty
no.
dark. Yeah.
But it doesn't go with anything.
Oh,
yeah,
Like,
it's just
doesn't
random.
go with what
Random.
you're talking
Like-
about.
That's Brian.
But that's his brain.
Yeah,
That's
like
just the way his
we'll
brain
be in the
works.
middle of like,
That's
especially Israel, me, we'll be in the middle of like doing like business talk for the podcast, and Navar comes out of nowhere with like a literal shit meme, and we're like, nigga, what the fuck? Why?
Where did this come from?
Like for real. He always has those mediocre memes too.
Yeah, Navar,
Mediocre memes.
yeah, that's his nickname.
So I
Navar,
call him
aka
Medi memes.
Yeah, Medi memes.
Many memes.
He's just like,
Aw.
Oh, that's cute.
Aw, he has low
Yeah.
self-esteem.
We need to download that gift that says like, "Boo this man."
yes. Hell yeah.
Oh.
Addicted to marijuana. I used to suck dick for coke. Boo this man. Oh shit.
Oh my
Hell
God.
yeah.
What'd you say?
I said,
didn't-
boo this man.
Oh. He's still laughing.
Delay reaction.
He's over here. I know that was pretty delayed. Like I was like rubbing my
I thought you
eyes.
just got like a
and-
second
No, it's just-
win.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did. It's
It just hit you.
sometimes like I really think about it, and then like, you know, when you like play the scenario in your head.
And he goes, nah.
Bah.
Bah, bah. Think you still laugh like that? Bah.
He still does.
England? Bah.
Have you ever seen that Russell Peters joke?
Which one?
Oh, fuck. It was the
was
old,
a
it's
long
old,
time
old,
ago.
old
Yeah.
Russell Peters. This is back in 2005.
Yeah, it's
Back in
old.
the day.
Maybe,
Back in the Gap, and he was talking about how it was English people. They're like, whenever you say that, whenever an English person tells you they're from London, you're supposed to be. Usually, everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, that's crazy."
So cool.
He was like,
Yeah.
but he's like, well, what I like to do is be like, England, never heard of it. They're like, England. Oh. They're like, nah, man, not ringing any bells. England. Bah. They're like,
No,
yeah, man,
still, I don't know.
So he's like, England. Bah.
We died when we first saw that. Remember? It was hilarious. But I just thought about that. I just thought about that the other day because it reminds me of you when
The
I
face is so perfect though.
He goes, yeah.
You saw that confidence drop
He was
real
gonna
quick.
cry, yeah. And was that the same? Was that the same guy who was talking about like when they're having sex? He's like, I'd hate to hear like an
The
Englishman
English
having
person,
sex.
because like an American's like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh I'm about to nut, baby, I'm about to nut. An English person like, oh, I'm arriving, I'm arriving.
Damn.
There's that same special where he was talking about how like in America we had like the YMCA. He's like,
Yeah.
can you imagine like a Cantonese person doing that? They'd be like, why? 'Cause, you know,
Arms
their
flailing.
alphabets all kind of fucked off.
The symbols.
That shit look like a stamp. You don't even know what that is.
Exactly. Yeah, I trip out whenever I see that. And then people getting the tattoos and they don't know what it means. They think they know what it means, but they don't know
Right.
what it means. Like, was it Ariana Grande who got one that says
Oh,
something
was it?
about little barbecue finger?
Yeah,
or
so,
something?
yeah, little barbecue or barbecue something. Yeah.
Barbecue finger. And then
And she
tries
said
to,
it was something else, right?
yeah, well, it was. She thought it was something else, and then she laughed about it herself when people started telling her what it meant. And then she says she goes to get it fixed, air quotes on fixed, and then they said now it says something else, little barbecue finger or something
Yeah.
like that. And yeah, she laughed at that too. So I'm like, dude, just
she
don't
had
get something on if you don't know what it
Yeah.
is. You
Like,
know?
so she got the like little barbecue fingers, like the
And
words.
the symbols,
Yeah.
Yeah,
like the
like the-
words.
like the-
she
The
thought it
words.
meant something else. You know how
Like in
people,
a different
I
language.
think
Yeah.
I think
And a
it was supposed to say 7 rings, right?
Yeah,
Like,
7 rings.
Yeah.
the thing is, it all has to do with the placement of it and stuff like that. So like you have to make sure that it's placed right and that like certain things come before. It's like if you're
Yeah.
speaking English, with the sentence's structure.
Oh, I see. So
something
it
like
ended
that.
up.
I
Yeah,
comes before
as-
E.
yeah,
instead of
Wait, so it
C,
yeah.
ended
or
up
whatever.
saying
Yeah, little like
barbecue
Yeah,
fingers.
well, I don't know what it said originally, but I
Something
know
stupid.
She should
Yeah.
have added at the beginning of it.
Yeah.
Fuck. Fuck little
Fuck
barbecue.
little barbecue fingers.
Hell yeah.
Now it sounds like a hate
Hey,
crime
hey,
of the kids or
hey.
something.
Zeke's over here eating barbecue, licking his little finger.
I was thinking of you.
Aw.
With my Deadpool hand.
I can't watch that part without thinking
I
about
know.
you. He's like rubbing her face.
I know.
I'm
Little
the same
hand.
way. I'm just like,
like you grew a new hand.
Because I saw it with her ex,
Yeah.
Crystal and Navarre and Sarah, and as soon as that part came, I just felt their eyes look, and I
Everybody
was like,
looked at you. You're like,
was like-
why?
But I was the first
Why
one.
Deadpool?
I said, Zeke.
loud as shit. Too. I
She
was like,
stands up and points it out. Zeke, that's you.
I did. Navarre was dying laughing because he wanted to say it too.
You're the only one who would say it.
But I was sitting right next to him. I was like,
badass.
bro, you know how easy my life was, like before Scary Movie 2 came out.
Oh God.
This is- it's like being the running joke of like 500 kids. Like, that shit sucks dick.
You lying.
Here.
Hey, Hanson,
Let me
what's
use-
up?
Let me use my strong hand.
That shit.
My germs.
My germ. Every time I would eat, everyone would pull their food away. Like,
Poor
not
guy.
today, bitch.
No.
Poor guy.
Yeah,
But you
fuck
used to
that.
do that to me, like when we would be eating. He'd reach over and touch it, whatever food I had with his little hand, talking about my germs. I'm
Hey.
like,
I
fuck you,
still
bitch,
would've
I'm still
eaten
eating it.
Right? I still would've eaten
That's what
it.
happens when it's my brother.
It ain't leaking ooze. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, that guy's hand was jacked up in that movie. It was nasty
Well, it
looking.
did. It just looked
and then
rough.
he's trying to save.
Look,
He's trying to save him out
Give
the
me a little
window.
pinch right here.
Yeah, I would have been like, "Oh, get off, get away from me. That's nasty."
Watch for Fanny. Fanny's
Wait for
Oh,
coming.
maybe, yeah,
Make
yeah.
room
For Fanny.
Fanny coming through.
We say that every time we lean
Well,
over at all.
You too.
That movie made me realize how much I love shit talking when they had that little roast battle.
Yes.
Oh my God.
You
Yeah.
look familiar. Were you in Stomp?
Were you
Yeah.
Stomp? Yeah,
we
we
did this the other night whenever we
watching
watched Saw.
Yeah.
We saw the very first part.
Mhm.
You know, whenever he well,
Had to saw his
he
foot
saw
off.
Yeah.
he had to
Yeah.
saw off his own foot.
Yeah.
So me and her, but we've
Jaja-
seen it like
So
you know,
many times.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're we're just sitting there just talking shit like we just come up with that.
Well, the first
That
thing you said,
bullshit.
she looks at me and she's like, he sawed off his own foot. Or she's like, that's quite a feat.
Yeah,
and I
no,
was
I
like,
said-
oh, I'm sorry.
no, I
we were
said-
so tired.
I told her, I said that's not an easy feat.
Yeah, so I was like,
We were-
that's not an easy feat. And then I said, what did I say? I said, oh, he doesn't have a leg to stand on. We
Damn.
do stupid shit like that when we get really tired.
Yeah, we're like, give him a standing
Yeah,
ovation.
I said, why don't you lift me up?
But on Yes Man, on that movie Yes Man with Jim Carrey, he was like, oh, come on, quit bitching about it. You're halfway through. Snap it off already.
Yeah.
That dude was a beast in Saw, though, man.
Yes,
like, he
he was.
freaking
Yeah.
cut off his own foot, and then he goes and cauterizes it, the wound or whatever, up on the... I mean, that was badass. I was like,
You know,
Props.
watching that scene, I can't think of Scary Movie 4.
yes, with Dr. Phil,
Yeah,
right?
Dr.
Yeah,
and
he's
I
like,
told Jaja the
wrong
same
foot.
thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
I told...
He's like, mother.
I couldn't believe Dr. Phil actually did that. That was really funny.
Apparently, he's super funny.
He is funny.
Yeah.
No,
He
he,
has a really
is.
good sense of
He is
humor.
honestly, I love watching him.
Have you ever seen him on Joe Rogan?
No.
He had Joe Rogan cracking the
Oh,
fuck
I
up.
believe
for
it.
real?
So
Yeah.
I think he's a very cool, really down to earth
Ooh.
person.
So we're going apparently an hour and a half now.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
Wasn't it only supposed to be like an hour?
Yeah, we'll wrap
30
this up here in a little bit. But yeah, time, fucking flies. But
For real.
one more podcast y'all should definitely check out is Dr. Drew After Dark.
Dr. Drew After Dark.
Doctor.
That's some interesting stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very fucked up.
Informative, yeah.
It's,
Really?
well, no, I'm talking about the comedy one.
Oh.
The comedy one where he does it out of Your Mom's House podcast, Your Mom's House studio.
Right.
So fucking funny. Like he gets all these medical calls and stuff like that, medical like voicemails and emails and shit. And Tom Segura and his wife have fucked him up so much, like as far as like his sense of humor goes. Now he can't take anything serious. So like anytime like this lady was talking about how her vagina was like closing up because of latex or some shit like that, instead of being like, well, this condition here, he's like, oh man, try something black or some shit like that.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god.
All right, y'all. This seems like a good stopping point.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sure.
unfortunately,
All right.
I do have to go to sleep and wake
Yeah.
up early.
Jaja
Yeah, me
has work
too.
tomorrow too.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
that's right.
No, she's like, oh, yeah, I do.
Oh
have
yeah,
work.
you got a new job.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
what?
congrats.
Yeah, tomorrow I'll completed my first week.
Yes.
Yay.
Yeah.
And
Awesome.
every day I am falling asleep less and less.
Yes.
It's getting great.
Good job.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, well-
That's how you do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A job is a job until you
Yeah.
say fuck that job, right?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Until you find another one.
You know what I'm saying?
Now I mean,
Yeah.
Anyway, I
mean-
guess that was episode 1 of the Loudmoufs.
Woo.
loud mouth.
Whatever the fuck that was.
That is our. That's our
your calling
noise
card?
that we, yeah, that's how we
The
greet
mating
each other.
call?
Yeah, that's how we greet each other.
The Shakira.
The Shakira, yeah, Shakira.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I saw that. That was funny.
Jeez.
Yeah, man. Episode 1 will be this will be every other Wednesday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know who all is going to be on every episode. Sometimes
Yeah.
it could be us 3, it could be me, Jessica, and Israel, me,
Yeah.
Ashlee, and Israel.
Yeah.
Whoever.
Just whoever you get,
Yeah.
take
Whoever.
it.
Whoever's available.
Yeah.
Hell
it.
yeah.
Take it.
Take it.
Take
Take it. Take it all.
Take it, big boy.
Big boy.
Anyway.
Anyway, episode 1, man. Peace.
Bye.